Hello, my first viewer. How's it going out there? Got to figure out how to view the chat. Let's see. I'm trying to figure out how to do this to where I could see the chat, but it's not working. Let's see here. Let's see. You have an idea on how I could view the chat where people are talking? I can't find it. It's not working for me. I'm not sure. Let's see. Let's see. Hmm. Let's see here. Figure out who's watching. Well, how can I view the comment section is what I'm trying to figure out here, because I cannot find it. This is one of the very first times I've ever had a Hangout, to be honest with you guys. I've had maybe a handful of them, and I haven't been able to figure this thing out in its entirety just yet. Let's see. Let's see. Oh, this is a pain in the ass. Really is. Let me see here. Let me see. Okay, guys. Who wants to come in here with me? I'll send you guys the link. Good evening, Amaria. I think that's how I pronounce your name. Forgive me if I did it incorrectly. Let's see. Pain in my ass. Let's see. Hold on. Let's see. Trying to figure this out, guys. See, it's not wanting to work correctly for me.
Hello.
Hello, how's it going?
Pretty good.
That's good.
Yeah. Congratulations on 1,000 subscribers. And a belated happy birthday.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, it's been a long time. I've had this channel for about 2 years, I think. And it's been a long time since I've reached another milestone for my channel. You know, so I wanted to take the opportunity to celebrate a little bit at least.
Yeah. I think I subscribed to you, I think. Yeah, around 2 years ago when with Live Life 8702 and stuff when you were hanging out there once in a
Yeah.
while. Yeah.
I do. I go to his shows every once in a while when I can get the chance to. But yeah, I just just been hanging around on my channel and just doing that.
Yeah. Yeah, because I remember like you with at the Redline, you mean, Live Life show, like you asked me like something to help you with your computer, so I asked you to add me on Skype, so
Yeah.
and then I helped you like 2 years ago or something.
Yeah, that's about correct. Yeah.
Yeah, I can actually check it if I think. Yeah.
Would you be able to place the link in the comment section down below in case anybody else wants to join? Because I can't figure out how to do that. I mean, this is maybe my third hangout I've had.
Yeah, sure. I'll yeah, in the comment section.
Yeah, where everybody can see it. If they want to join, they can.
Yeah, sure.
Before we get to having a conversation here, I wanted to take this opportunity to say something to a certain individual out there who goes by the name of Heavy Traffic Ahead. Now, obviously, you have made it an effort to make a comment on my channel and or under one of my videos, and I'm basically going to take this time to answer what you have to say. First things first, my wife and I were both working late shifts. We're both working nights. We're both night owls, and during a certain amount of time, we had to leave our children here by themselves because we couldn't find a babysitter. And someone caught wind of this type of deal that was going on, and me and my wife got in trouble. So I have to stay home a lot more often now. Heavy traffic ahead, and it's something that was an accident, if you will. It didn't need to happen, but we're trying to make ends meet, living paycheck to paycheck, and stuff like that. And it's something that's really hard for us right now, considering the amount of money that we do make. And it's something that I'm fixing now, which is why I'm going to be home a lot more often. If you have anything else you want to say to me, go ahead and come into this hangout. You're more than welcome to. But, in future conversations that you may or may not want to have with me, I'd appreciate it if you would approach me with a better attitude, no, come to my channel a little half cocked, like if I'm going to somehow, be this terrible person like Thick Shades or Iron Cross or G-Man or any of those other individuals, because I'm not like that. I'm not really like that at all. I really enjoy getting to know people. I've had my channel here for a long time, and the fact that, like I've said many times before in my videos, people are willing to sit here and listen to me, and I appreciate that. And if you want to come into this hangout and get to know me, that's fine. I really appreciate that. But how are you doing, Amaria? Is that how you pronounce your name?
Um, it's Amaria, but
Amaria. Okay.
yeah,
Okay. I'm sorry.
yeah. I'm going to post the link now.
Okay, that'll work.
We were talking about heavy and stuff, so it's posted now, so people can come in if they want.
That works.
Ah,
Yeah. I wanted to, if we get enough people in here, I wanted to run something by you guys that my wife brought to my attention today. It's something that I never really thought about, to be honest with you. And it's, my wife a while ago, usually when we get into talks about religion, we argue because my wife's a full-blown Catholic. And, I'm obviously atheist, and we tend to argue a lot, So, but she brought up something very interesting today that I did not know about. And I wanted to run it by you guys real quick as soon as we get enough people in here to talk.
interesting. Okay, let me see where I was checking something on Skype.
Oh, okay.
I added you, I think, on Saturday 29th of June 2013.
Okay, was that the last time we talked?
Yeah, that was also pretty much the last time we talked, actually, I think.
Okay, well, yeah, because I still got my Skype account. I still got that. I need to go on there and see what's going on there because, like I said, I haven't been on there for quite some time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Last time I saw him was 2 years ago.
Well, hello, Packard Pokesat. How are you doing?
I'm doing well, thank you. I'm trying to mute this so I don't get feedback. 1 minute.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
I still got my
Hello.
Skype. Hello. Got that. I need to go on there and see what's going on there because, like I said, I haven't been on there for quite some time.
Yeah. Last time I saw him.
I'm getting an echo here. 1 second.
Well, hello. Yeah, I'm getting a major echo on my end.
There we go. I apologize. I think I've got it fixed now.
Okay.
Oh, okay. That'll work.
Let's see here. Trying to figure where the page went to.
Oops.
All right, I've got your Google Plus thing there. All right. I'm here somewhere in here.
That works.
Well, I can hear you at least. I just can't see you at the moment. I don't know what the hell happened to the video, where it went to.
Oh, that's crazy. Yeah, because I got my cameras on.
Well,
I couldn't figure.
I'm sorry. It's just I've got like 10,000 tabs open right now. I'm trying to.
Oh, okay. Okay. Well, yeah, because I couldn't figure out how to see. I wanted to integrate my camera that I do my videos with, but I can't figure out how to do that. I'm not too savvy in that department, so I just decided to use my built-in webcam on my laptop.
Oh, that's all right. I don't have my screen up right now, so I'm kind of like in the dark, as it were, because all my cameras get shunted to a program called CamTwist.
Yeah.
So I don't have anything else set up for that right now, or for the Google Hangout. Otherwise, my video logo would look really weird. So
I'll
just stay like that right now.
Yeah. How's it going? So how's it going, Sinus? Is that how you pronounce your name?
Yeah, Sinus is okay. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Awesome. I'm just like you. I'm a little bit scared and irritated how all this works.
Yeah.
But it's nice to finally be in the same room with you.
Oh yeah, it's an honor and a privilege to talk to all of you guys because like Rick Disgate told me, I think it was the day before yesterday, that it's a rare event for me to have a hangout on my channel.
Yes.
I think it's the first one, I guess.
No, it's the second one. I've had one other hangout. I'd say about I wanted to say pretty close to 2 years ago.
Ah.
To view the chat.
Oh, I have no idea where that's coming from now.
Yeah.
Okay, there we go. I got it muted now. Sorry about that.
Hey, that's not a problem. Not a problem at all. So I wanted to run something by you guys. You know how crazy Christians can get in this country with laws and whatnot. But usually when me and my wife have a conversation about religion, we tend to argue because, again, she's a full-blown Catholic, and we tend to argue sometimes.
My condolences.
Yeah. But the positive thing about it is she loves me regardless. She's willing to stay with me and stuff, which is a good thing. But I was sitting here at my computer earlier today, and she just pops up on the bed and she goes, "John, I wanted to talk to you about the separation of church and state." And I thought to myself, well, this is kind of odd, right? But I said, okay, what's up? She tells me, do you know why they're not allowed to sell beer on Sundays here in the United States?
Blue laws, yeah.
Yeah, she goes, blue laws. Yeah, she mentioned blue laws. And I said, okay. And
That
she
ma-
mentioned
that-
she's mentioned something about the seventh day being holy or something like that, and it's in the laws, And she said, "Well, that's a violation of separation of church and state, ain't it?" And I go, "Well, yeah. If you look at it that way, yes, it is."
I think that varies from state to state because on Sunday, here in Wisconsin, you can still buy liquor.
Oh, okay, okay. So it's just basically state law. It depends on the state, right?
Yeah. I think it's a state. It varies from state to state. Like in some states, I found that they can sell cars on Sunday. Here in Wisconsin, they can't. For example.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are relics, really.
Yes, they are relics from
They're-
a day
they
gone
are.
by.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, this is stuff that is. I don't even know how old they are. Probably from the 70s or something like that.
They're older than the Heatles.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't really know what to say about that, but this is not something that's really, I don't know, abundant in America.
Yeah.
I think there are 3 or 4 states that actually really enforce those blue laws. If at all,
I think every state, if they have any blue laws on the books, they enforce it. It's a little difficult to. Well, I wouldn't say it's not easy for them to enforce it. I think they do enforce it. Most people just go, okay, well, just not going to do it. So they don't even think twice about not doing it. They don't. It's like,
Yeah.
here in Wisconsin, we can't. All right, get this. This is how fucked up my state is. You can't go into a grocery store after 9 p.m. and buy alcohol. However, you can go to a bar and buy alcohol by the glassful or canful until 2 a.m.
Talk about crazy ass laws, man.
Yes. And that's an interesting part of the cutoff thing there for the alcohol. They cut off at 2 o'clock, but in places like Nevada, it's alcohol 24 hours a day.
Yeah. Yeah, that's crazy.
Although I am kind of proud of my state for one thing, when they went down to Arizona, or where is it? Nevada for the Super Bowl. No, not Super Bowl. The Rose Bowl. They literally drank the state dry.
Oh.
I remember that. Yeah, they ran out of beer and all. Oh.
Yeah, the entire fucking state ran out of beer. Yay, Wisconsin.
Hey, gotta give credit where credit is due, right?
You betcha.
Yep. I don't think my state has ever run out of beer. Although the state that I live in, which is Texas, unfortunately.
Where a lot of Wisconsinites are going to come there, you will run out of beer.
Yeah. Because I live in the great state of Texas, unfortunately.
Oh, my double condolences for you.
Yeah. I live right in the middle of the Bible Belt, to be honest with you.
You live in the Bible crotch.
Yeah.
Close to the buckle, yeah.
Sounds like the capital of Bible land to me.
Yeah, I wanted to get your guys' I don't know if you guys have been following this whole ISIS thing, but I wanted to get your guys' thought on this because I saw a video.
Which one of the ISIS people are you talking about? Ted Cruz?
But I saw something the other day. I can't remember what video it was. I think it was a video from Secular Talk, I'm wanting to say. But, it really hit me hard because ISIS was basically up to no good, slaughtering people or whatnot. And they showed a video where they had this young kid basically hunkering down to the ground, and minutes before they shot him to death, And it's something that, and it really disturbed me, man. It upset me because this kid was probably my youngest son's age, which was 9 years old, And that really hit me hard, dude. It pissed me off, man, big time. you know.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, how can people do these things for this crappy religion? It pisses me off, man.
Yeah, it's
Well, they don't see it as a crappy religion. They
Well,
see it
yeah.
as the awesome thing, you know. I don't
Yeah.
know.
I don't know what they smoke, but sure as hell, I do not want to try it.
Yeah. And it's just something, I tend to make a lot of videos on my channel. Sometimes I try not to make too many because I don't want to drown everybody out with videos. But there's things that I see online here that just piss me off, man. I mean, it's just these people think that they could get away with a lot of things, and the sad thing is they do. Pathetic.
That's true, yeah. Sometimes I scratch my head. How can these people actually get away with that? They stand before an audience and they say, yes, America, the Christian nation, we need Bibles in our schools.
Yeah.
And people applaud, and I'm looking at that, and I'm not even from America.
Oh,
Yeah.
I saw that video. I saw that video where Ted Cruz. No, was it No, I'm sorry, Santorum.
Santorum,
Yeah,
yeah.
Santorum. He's saying,
Couple
"Hey, we
days
got to get the
ago-
Bibles back in the schools." It was like it took one person to get them out. I'm thinking, okay, if it took one person to get them out, and but all you religious nutjobs can't get it back in, I guess your God is not as powerful as you think it is.
Yeah. That's what I was thinking, because the whole situation where I talked about where I made that Michaela Salt series on my channel.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, I was really touched by that story, and I wanted to make as many videos as I could about that story. And
excuse me.
Go ahead.
That was the child that has leukemia and decided not to go with faith healing instead of real medicine.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that. One of your best videos, video series actually you ever made. I am one of the reasons why I stuck with your channel. But sorry, please go on.
No, I mean, I perfectly appreciate that. I mean, it's, there's times when I have my off days, I have to be honest with you, and there's, times where I really can't concentrate in front of a camera. It's just depends on the type of mood I'm in, But yeah, it really touched me about what that little girl went through, and it's something that I wanted to share with everybody. And there was a couple of subscribers out there that showed me a couple of articles about her that I wanted to basically conclude the video series with. And it's, something that I enjoy doing, and I continue to look forward to doing that as new stories come in about stuff like that. But yeah, I mean, I myself was a Christian for, I'd say, over 30 years, and one of the things that, I've told everybody in past hangouts that I've had with Christians, with Bible Thumping Wingnut and all of them, the core reason why I do what I do is because of the childhood indoctrination, because I was 8 years old when I first heard a preacher, talking about the end times in Revelation, so on and so forth, and it scared the shit out of me, basically, and
the good news. You hear the good news, and you get scared to the bone by the good news.
They try to scare you anyway.
Well, they did a pretty good job with me for a while there, and I think because there's two individuals that played a significant role in regards to me becoming an atheist, and I met the first one on MySpace back in its heyday,
Damn, that's a long time ago.
And I had no idea what an atheist was all about, because when I grew up, I was shielded from any other kind of ideas or any other thoughts on anything. And I first met this guy on there, so we had the pleasure of talking for a while, and then I wanted to share with you guys too. Me and him got to talking on MySpace one day, and he goes, I'll give anybody $500 right now that could come and give me a good reason as to why it was in this alleged God's plan to hit the Twin Towers, you know. And I said one of the most disgusting things I have ever said when I was a Christian, you know. And to this day, it still eats away at me, basically. I told him, well, what price would you pay to get your point across? You know. And that sticks in the back of my mind continuously to this day. You know, that's one of the most disgusting things that has ever came out of my mouth. And I feel guilty for it, too, you know. And then the other guy was, believe it or not, Dusty Smith. You know, I first saw one of his videos on Facebook. And it still eats away at me, basically. Oops. Someone's got an echo back here. Hey, how's it going, Canadian Atheist?
Not bad. How are you guys?
Pretty good.
Hello.
Hello. I'm trying to figure out why everything is in some other language here.
Yeah. All in German.
Is yours doing that too?
I'm sorry. That's
I thought maybe something got screwed up here.
Oh, that's not German.
That's
I
Dutch.
have the same problem. All my controls, it's Norwegian.
It's Dutch.
Dutch.
I can help you guys with it.
Okay.
At the end of the link, you see this. Let me screen share it for a second.
Oh, you sent the link in a different language.
Yeah.
Oh,
hold
it's
on.
your fault.
Here, let me show you what you gotta do.
Even the chat's in German, it looks like.
Dutch.
Is that you, Jonathan Edwards?
Okay, here. If I'm right,
Hey,
you guys.
what's up, Quiet Atheist?
If I'm right, you guys can see the link.
No.
Just remove this.
Oh.
Yeah, it's O ampersand HL equals, and then remove the NL and put in EG or ENG or whatever.
Yeah. Or just remove equals NL. Then it will be in English.
But I have to leave and rejoin, right?
No. You remove equals NL, and then you just press enter, and it will refresh for you.
No kidding.
Yep. I'm sorry for that.
I don't even see where to do that right now, guys.
But the funny thing is, I should actually be able to read this shit. That's the language of my ancestors. I should be able to read it, but I'm not.
Okay,
I'm going to refresh now.
I'm sorry, TQA, for this happening.
No, it's no problem at all. No problem at all.
Here, I'll edit the link in the.
Hey, there we go.
Bar.
Greetings, Julian.
Do you want me to edit the link in the chat, TQA?
Sure.
There we
works.
go.
Go ahead and do that. That's fine.
I apologize.
Okay.
I tried to get this thing to change. I had to change.
And hello, it worked. Now everything is back in English.
Yes.
Yeah.
I can actually use my controls. This is awesome. Yeah, thank you. Very good. Very good
That
advice.
works.
Hey, it works. Greeting, Quiet. How you doing?
All right.
Pretty good. I'm doing pretty good. Just enjoying the evening, I guess.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Yeah, right. I just remembered. 1,000 subscribers.
Oh yeah.
Dude,
Congrats on the 1,000
You're
subscribers.
going.
I'm celebrating with some monster here.
Alright.
Hey, make sure you turn it upside down so you can get the sixes that go upside down.
Ironically enough, we were in Dutch, and I'm drinking Dutch beer.
Hey, that works.
Oh, snap.
Faxe.
Hey,
I
my
never
audio.
Dang good
is-
beer. How's everybody?
My
We
audio's
do not
choppy.
want to go there.
Really
We
bad.
really don't want to go there.
So who's all here?
I only popped in to actually congratulate Quiet Atheist on getting 1,000 subs, and to ask him
It's the
please, in the
software.
future, the only shocking moment I ever had with watching any of your videos was, I think it went something like, "I'm trying to make a fucking video here."
It's so hard to make videos sometimes.
Yeah.
And
I do it
have
every
to
week.
admit, it shocked the living crap out of me, but carry on, you do a wonderful job, mate.
Yes, you're doing a great
Thank
job.
you.
Doing good.
And
Thank
with
you.
that, I'm going to bed now.
Well, you have a
Have a good night.
you have a good rest.
Good night, Tony.
Good night.
Good night.
I have never heard the Quiet Atheist actually cursed in a video. I mean, sure, he would get angry and shout a little bit, even though he is the Quiet Atheist, but
Yeah.
actually use foul language like "fuck you." No, that's never happened.
Yeah, there's a couple of times where I've cussed a little bit. I was trying to make a video, I think a couple of weeks ago, and my wife was laying in bed sleeping and she was snoring, And I looked at her on the video and I go, "Damn, do you have to snore like a fucking tiger or what?"
Yeah. It was great video. I left my ass off with that one. Like, it was
Yeah.
just beautiful.
There's so much that's worth swearing about, though, once in a while. It's hard not
Snore
to.
like a tiger.
Yeah.
Personally, I don't trust people that don't occasionally curse a little bit. If
Yeah.
you're always, if you never say, I don't know, shit or crap or fuck.
No.
If you never do that, there's something wrong with you.
I agree.
Well, I better start cussing some more then.
I personally swear like a sailor.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah,
Well-
you shouldn't do it too much. But if you're one of these people who think that words have magic powers and you should never swear at all, you're crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The last time I checked my religious site, it said non-existent.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with a little swearing once in a while. It's good for the blood.
Yeah.
It's appropriate, and George Carlin made sure it's possible for us to be able to do that.
Yeah. Carlin was awesome.
Absolutely, yeah, right. No, but it's I think one of the features of the Quiet Atheist is, well, he's quiet. He doesn't swear a lot, and I don't know. I want to make a joke about you. You use a lot of words like, "I want to show you this particular thing about this video I'm about to make,"
Yeah.
it's
I got 'em.
funny, and I like that. I really like that. It makes a lot of sense, and it's your style.
Yeah.
You should keep that.
Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah.
Okay, and I'm done. I don't know what I'm talking about.
Well, can I jump in here for a second?
Yeah.
Yeah, I just wanted to say I'm very jealous of you, Quiet.
What?
You got to 1,000 before I did, you bastard. But good on you, because you've earned it. You've earned it.
Yeah, thank you.
I'm finding it really difficult lately to do videos. Just life, crazy shit,
Yeah.
I could go on. But you're very consistent. You're working at it regularly. Good on you. That's what it
Yeah.
takes.
Yeah, I try to bring a couple of videos out there. I try not to smother you guys with a lot of videos. But there's times when I'll go about 3 or 4 days in a row making videos. And then I'll stop for a while, and then I'll try to communicate with you guys in the comment section or messages or whatever the case might be. But it's something I tend to try and do all of the time. But lately there have been, I've found out one thing, as far as my channel is concerned, because the moment it started getting bigger up until this point, there have been a couple of individuals who have come to my channel, religious and non-religious, who have, left a couple of harsh things in the comment sections, but I'm not too worried about that. Just water off of my back, you know. It's not going to offend me any.
Well, you're bound to get some of that.
Oh yeah. You know,
Yeah,
and
you
it's
definitely deserve the 1,000. I'm still trying to eke up to my 500 actually.
believe me, you know, when I got to this point, you know, with a lot of help, you know, through a lot of people that have, you know, thrown my channel out there to a lot of people, you know, which I'm grateful for. You know, and it's been a little bit me, you know, but not all me. You know, but you know, I like, you know, like I say all the time in my videos, you know, I thank you guys for being here, you know, because it doesn't matter to me if an individual has 10 million subscribers or 1 subscriber. You know, the fact that there are people willing to sit here and listen to the ideas that you want to share and whatnot, that's something that means something. You know, numbers don't mean a damn thing to me. You know, the fact that people are willing to sit here and listen is something that means a lot to me. So I thank you guys for that.
I got introduced to your channel through Sepia Siren
Yeah.
when she was a guest on my show. She
Yeah,
said
and
your channel, and I was like, okay, I subscribed and I stayed with it.
yeah. And I'm trying to get on your show, by the way. Hopefully I can get on there sooner or later.
Yes, I've been trying to. My schedule's been just busy as hell.
Well, that's,
I'd like to get you sometime in April, if at all possible.
What's that?
In April?
That'll work.
All right. Well, we'll work something out. You got my email, right?
I'm pretty sure I can find it. If not, you can send it to me somehow or something, you know, in the messages or something.
Don't tell anybody this. Actually, nobody emails me anyway. I don't even get spam. The spammers don't even email me.
Kind of like me with my credit. My credit's so bad, the bank won't even loan me a pin to fill out the damn application.
It's ppapodcast@gmail.com.
Okay, I'll remember that.
Okay.
Don't forget, we are on YouTube. Do not throw your email out of the door.
No, I announce that on pretty much every show, so it's or every short show we do. It's not a big deal. And
so
it
how many
goes up on
Viagra
iTunes and everything
emails
too.
do you
So.
get?
What's that?
So how many emails about penis enlargement do you get?
None.
I don't get any of those either.
Really? No, that's strange. Every time I put my email out, I immediately get spam left, right, and center. It's yeah.
Well, I do have like 10,000. I have like 10 email addresses, so they're pick one.
yeah. You're bound to get that junk email sooner or later then.
Well, yeah, I do get some on some of them, but not on all of them. So.
Yeah.
I actually never get spam emails because I do not go really to weird sites or subscribe to things.
Yeah. Well, sometimes, I don't know, it just depends. I don't know how the hell I get a lot of emails from porn sites, man. And it's not that I view porn, but it's just, sometimes I get a lot of emails from those sites, and it's just like, damn.
I don't know. How do you not get email from porn sites? I go to porn sites all the time, and I still don't get email from them.
I
suppose you're doing it wrong. I don't
must
know.
be doing something wrong. I'm feeling like I can't get laid in a whorehouse with a fistful of 20s.
Shay. Damn.
You're going to the wrong places, dude.
Apparently.
Gotta be.
Apparently, they want more than a fistful of 20s.
Oh, is that what it is? Oh, well, I'll have to write that down. Take more than fistful of 20s. Got it. Okay.
Maybe they want a fistful of hundreds.
Hundreds. All right. Take hundreds next time.
Inflation, you know, inflation.
Inflation, right?
Yeah.
Hey,
It's the
quiet.
economic downfall of this country.
Yes.
Who is
Hey,
that?
this is Jonathan Edward. 2010,
what's up?
man. I just wanted to say thank you for the shout out you gave me several months back. I really
Hey,
appreciate it, dude.
Not a problem at all, man. And what I wanted to do is I'm going to start doing those shout out videos again. I'm going to start shouting out more people because I want to give people
it's
the
very
opportunity.
Cool.
Huh?
Yeah, it's very cool to do that, man. You know, try to spread the
Spread the word.
the truth, man. Internet's
Yeah.
a powerful force, and
Yeah.
you know, you're a really you're a really great YouTuber, man. You got a good personality, and people are really receptive to what you say, and I really look forward to your videos, man.
Yeah. Thank you. I'm really glad that you enjoy them, and I enjoy yours too, by the way. All your barbecue videos, because I get hungry after I fucking watch them.
You make barbecue videos?
You know, I just no. You know, I don't have any delusions of grandeur, man. But I like to have fun and put the word out there, and you know, I enjoy it. It's cool. I think this is a great tool for all of us to get the truth out there, man. And the tide is turning. You know, you just look at the statistics, and
well, because the last time
the whole religious thing, it's drying up. I mean, it's drying up slow.
The last
time it's generally a bad thing.
Yeah, the last time I checked the polls, well, when I first checked the polls, I think the numbers in regards to Christianity in this country were like, I can't remember, it was like 80 to 82%. I'm not sure, but now it's down to 72, and it, from what I'm understanding, the numbers are going down rapidly, to be honest with you, and it's something that, you know, hey, something to look forward to.
Yeah, the last poll from the Pew Institute I've seen, I think it was 2014, and the nuns, you know, the agnostic atheists, nobody knows what they really believe, up to 40%. Up to 40%.
Yeah.
In America.
Okay, that's good within America, but is anybody is anybody worried about on the world level though? Like you were saying, Jonathan, I guess you were saying that you think the message is getting through, but on the level of the whole world, is it getting through? You look at all this crazy shit going on with ISIS and extremism, terrorism coming out of religion around the world.
Yeah, actually it is. Yeah, actually it is. Like in Iran, actually, there are popping up like more and more people who are trying or are like just denouncing their religion. It will cost them their head, but it's
I even did it. I'm going to do that.
I'm not sure if you guys are aware of a video I did in the past. I'm not sure, but there are other people out there, like, say, for example, in Afghanistan or Iraq or Iran or whatnot. You know, I did a video in the past about a group of these girls from Iraq, I think it was, who decided to walk down the street butt naked with hijabs on, holding signs. And it's something that, you know, I was like, damn, I was surprised when I heard of that story. You know, people are starting to come out. You know, people are starting to, you know, come out in different parts of the world. But I think, you know, in regards to, you know, our country and somewhere like, you know, Afghanistan, if you will, you know, I think Islam is a hell of a lot more barbaric in that country. And I think that they are a lot like, what's that guy's name? Vlad the Impaler back in the day.
Vlad the Impaler.
Yeah, they use a lot of intimidation, you know, visually. You know, they want people to be killed in the public square, you know, because they want to think for themselves, you know, and they want to make these people as examples, you know, of what not to do in their society, quote unquote. You know, it's ridiculous.
I think that countries that have leaders that have absolute control, you know, they're not taking any of their profits and putting it into scientific research or medical research or anything to try to advance their culture. What they're doing is they're hoarding it for power and control, and they realize that science and technology advancement does nothing but screw up their control of power. And I think that's why you see a lot of those countries that are,
Yeah.
you know, so super religious and superstitious, and it's because their education has been suppressed. I think eventually, though, you
Much
know,
like
with the
this country.
internet and the advancement of technology worldwide, you know, there's exposure to education. I just think it's a matter of time. I know some of these countries we're talking about, like Iran and Iraq and Afghanistan, they're way behind the curve, but eventually they'll come around because, you know what, you can't stop science. You can't stop the progression of advancement of humanity. And I think that as things get better, then religion dries up. And it's just a matter of time. But it's important, I think, for people to push forward and do what they can to advance technology, science, education, biology as fast as possible, because it does save lives. And it's unfortunate, it's horribly unfortunate that some of these countries, man, it's just straight up religious ignorance that gets people killed. And I personally feel really fortunate to be where I am on this planet in the day and age that I am, because I could have very easily been somewhere else and just totally screwed. And, you know, I was indoctrinated as a kid, Southern Baptist. It took me years to work my way out of it, but you know what? I'm still way better off than a lot of those folks over there, man, and it sucks. And I hate it for them, but it is what it is. So, you know, let's.
Hey, Redline. Hey, Redline, how's it going?
I'm in.
Redline, you're mute. You're mute.
I'm in Mount Juliet, Tennessee, man.
To be rude, but of course that must be a contradiction with me because I'm kind of an asshole.
Oh, I love watching you be an asshole, Redline. I love it.
That's why we love you, Redline. That's why we love you.
Yeah, it's my douchebagginess that makes me popular. It's awesome.
Wait a minute. Let me get this straight. There are assholes on the internet?
No.
No,
that's not possible.
Yeah,
Everybody is honest, true, and just so kind.
Do we have a definition for redundant?
Yep. Yeah.
Someone had to state the obvious.
So it's an honor to have you on my Hangout, Redline. Thank you for coming.
My pleasure, honestly. Love the shit that you do.
Yep. And same goes back to you, my friend.
Good. I'm happy. So, what meaningless squabble are we squabbling about on tonight's squabble?
Oh, we're just talking about, you know, Afghanistan, Iraq, here's the United States that we live in, all the religious bullshit that's going on here in this country and other countries as well.
Oh, you mean like people thinking that the best way to bring someone to Jesus is to beat the shit out of them?
Yeah, basically.
Like that one pastor that the best way to he stood up to some kid when he was like a counselor or some shit and like punched him out like, yeah, I bet you loving Jesus now. I was like, what the hell? Yeah, that's a great way to convert somebody is to beat the fuck out of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's old school.
Yeah, that was great.
That was this preacher who said, oh yeah, there was this little boy and he was really clever. So I slapped him.
Yeah. It kind of like, well, I would expect Rand Campbell to do that.
Oh, that Rand Campbell boy. Did you see his latest video about him being a Rand god or Rand ruler or some shit?
Oh no, he looks at himself as a god.
I've given up on Rand.
Good idea.
I told him in the comment section of his video because I couldn't resist. I told him, you know what, Rand, you don't even look like that boxer in your intro. What are you trying to do here?
I'm more than half convinced that Rand is a fucking Pope. He's just doing it for the views and whatever attention and whatever money he can make out of it.
Yeah.
Doesn't give a shit.
Yeah, I agree. I think that's true.
That brings up a topic for me, if I may. I mean, let's throw this in here. I mean, is anybody here ever tempted to just say fuck it and say whatever it takes to get attention? You know, play the religion side, play whatever, the political side. You can get attention by just saying any bullshit and you can make money that way. And I think that's what
I know someone who's currently doing that.
Sorry, go ahead.
I know someone who's currently doing that.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's named after the worst burger joint in America. It ends in King, and he's also named after a cream you put on your asshole when you have a hemorrhoid.
You mean the butt queen? No.
Now let me ask the second part of this. I mean, are any of you guys tempted to do that at times? You can get reviews. Really. You can make money just by spouting what fucking people want to hear.
I mean, here's the thing. I think I have a lot more success than Brett Keane does of making money, although I didn't quite like doing it. Because keep in mind that at one point we asked people to donate to a charity event. I got $1,000 donated as a result. Plus that with the donations we got for a trip that we had to take, that was an extra $450. Plus money that went into Project ATS, which no one has asked for a refund for, surprisingly, which was another $300 on top of that. Correct me if I'm wrong. I think that's his entire Amazon wish list.
Yeah, that's probably the cost for just one item in his Amazon wish list.
Yeah. He said that he was. Oh, by the way, I'm offering a refund for all that shit. By the way, and
did you ever get anybody to take you up on that red line? I was curious. I'm curious. I'd never heard anything more on that.
Yeah. It's still in the works.
Get that shit up on dude. Really, get that shit up there.
Yeah, we'll get it up there. We'll get it up there. Trust me. It's gonna happen. I just have to wait for some things to fall into place. But after those things fall into place, it will definitely happen. Trust me on that.
Yeah, I think I also donated to that fund too, that experience that you were going to do, Redline.
Yeah, it's still here. I mean, I'm looking at it right now. It's still happening, and I will be making an update video showing it that I do have all the parts. I'm just waiting for a couple things to fall together because I have a jet ski, but I don't have a boat that can go necessarily 15 miles offshore, and I don't trust my jet ski to go 50 miles offshore because shit happens. So I'm actually trying to.
Right. Yeah, right. If the package comes down,
you got a little boat like that, take an oar with you.
Yeah, I'm currently going to hire someone with a boat to take me out.
Retrieve the package. Yeah, right.
Yeah, to retrieve it back.
How did we get from making money off your channel to jet skis? What did I miss here?
The little experiment that I was doing. Not really.
Okay.
I was just doing it for fun. But the reason why I brought that up is I'm just saying I had more success than Brett Keane by not being a total fuck nugget. Yeah. So, yay.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Oh, I think pretty much everyone
compared
to Brett Keane shits excellence.
I'm sorry.
The funny thing I think is today Redline debunked one of these ISS deniers.
Oh yeah.
And I think Brett Keane uploaded on his God Radio TV channel. He also is one of those ISS deniers. I don't know if he's actually going about the ISS.
Could you for the crowd here, ISIS deniers? Could you please define what you mean by that?
ISS, International Space Station deniers.
Right. It's not about ISIS or terror or something like that. It's basically flat earthers and stuff like that.
Yeah, the people who think that there is no space station, that we never landed on the moon, that there's no satellites, and, please explain how GPS works. I would love to hear this.
ISS deniers.
ISS, International Space Station.
Oh, good God. You can look up in the frickin' sky and see it. How can you deny it?
Yeah, your guess is good as mine.
They do it.
Okay,
Somehow
I'm a little gobsmacked here. That's the first time I've heard of that.
I've been recently. There are still people out there today. They're denying that the Earth even revolves in space.
Oh yeah, I know one.
Oh fuck you! Yes, you're right.
I want to slap the shit out of these people.
Yep. So we had a little hangout where we would play this guy's 40-minute long video, and we debunked the fuck out of it.
Oh man.
When did you do that one, Redline?
About 2 hours ago.
Oh, I'm gonna have to look for it and put it in my watch later list to check it out.
Yep, and so, well, he basically says, like, oh, where do they go to the bathroom? How do they take baths with no shower? What happens if they get a leak? And basically the entire argument boils down to, I don't know how this could possibly work, therefore it doesn't exist.
I am actually facepalming right now.
So it ain't true.
Mm-hmm. And then he also asked the question. I think we skipped the first 3 minutes, but he was asking questions about going to the bathroom in space. I'm like, yes, it's not very heroic, but yes, they shit in space. It gets freeze-dried and then burns up in the atmosphere.
No, they send every time. Tell them this. They send a space shuttle up every time someone needs to go to the bathroom, and then they shuttle them down back to Earth, and they shuttle them back when they get done.
Yeah.
You know, the important thing to remember about taking a crap in space is that it literally hits the fan, gets splattered on the side of a tank.
No, they sit on a vacuum cleaner.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
man.
That's pretty much how it works.
It literally hits a fan and gets splattered on the side of a tank.
Yep, exactly.
Shit
Definitely hit that fan.
Yep, shit hits the fan up there.
Boy, the shit you learn on the internet.
Yeah.
Yeah, and also
Especially when
the fact that when they're done, the shit actually gets exposed to space, and then it freeze dries instantly, and then they load the shit onto a cargo ship, and then it burns up in the atmosphere. So the next time you see a shooting star, that's what it might be.
No,
That's
Robert,
right.
you know, right.
Okay.
Red
Wow,
Light's like
that's
it's like a shitologist.
Yes.
What I find extremely irritating is that Brett Keane made this video about government conspiracy. Apollo moon landing is actually a hoax, and he did that on March 13th.
I'd like to just point out here that it was approximately 5 seconds between the mention of the word shit and the mention of the word Brett Keane.
You can't have one without the other.
Well, Canadian
They do go
atheists,
they
the
do
two
go together.
correlate with each other so well. The two words correlate really well.
Well-
Shit and Brett King.
Well,
Exactly.
shit is code for Brett Keane anyway, so...
Yes.
How's everybody doing today?
You know, when someone says, "Hang on, guys, I'll be right back. I'm going to go take a Brett Keane," you know what they're going to do.
Yeah.
They're about to drop deuces.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know, I need to do a New Jersey. I really need to take a New Jersey.
Well, if I say that, I'm either doing that or getting a beer. So.
Hey, Quiet Atheist, I have to duck out because I have to be up at 3 a.m. here. But do you mind if I plug my channel here real quick?
No, go ahead, man. Do what you want.
Okay, all right. I'm live every Friday night at 9 p.m. Central Time on vonlive.tv/PackardPokesat. That's type it all one word, and it's on iTunes as Packard Pokesat. You can find the show there as well, and packardpokesat.wordpress.com for the links to the audio files to all the shows. So, thank you.
Not a problem. It was a pleasure having you.
If there's anybody else that's here that hasn't been on the show or been to the show, come to the show and get your email, and we'll try to get you on as a guest sometime, so I can get your channels and everything too.
That'll work.
Yeah, like post it in the comment section.
Yeah, here I'll post at the main comment section here on the main page here.
there is a chat in the sidebar.
You went in the sidebar?
Yeah, there's a chat
in the group chat for the Hangout.
I'll put the sidebar here instead. Okay.
Perfect.
I can type. Yeah.
So how's it going on Worship Deity?
I'm good. I just got off work.
That
Holy
works.
shit, I'm Worship Deity. I haven't spoken to you in months.
Yeah, Redline, what's been going on? Redline's like one of my favorite guys to pick on because he fires back every time.
Yeah, exactly. I always walk into the trap, and Unworship Deity always likes to spring him.
I don't know, Redline's I like Redline. He's straight talker.
I can remember me and Unworship Deity trading a couple of words here and there.
Yeah, and whenever he makes a video, Unworshipped Deity always succeeds in making the most creepiest fucking videos ever.
I know, right? It's like an intro to a house of 1,000 corpses.
Yep.
Good night, everybody.
Hey, good night.
Good night.
Good night, dude.
Yeah, I remember like when Redline.
Good night. What? What? Good night. Is it over?
Yeah, like Redline held this thing like you need 30 seconds to make a video or something like that for one of the things he did. So I picked the most offensive video I possibly could, which is like a kid getting like shots or something like that.
Yeah. You did a great job with that one, and I was like, and of course I don't need to introduce this guy because you'll know who it is just by the video or something like that. And when it came up, everyone commented, "It's Unworshipped Deity. I know that." so it was kind of obvious the way that it I mean, it was great. It was great. Always the creepiest fucking videos out there. Kind of reminds me of like the Salad Fingers type.
Well, I don't mean to do that. That's just my artistic thing going on.
Yeah, Edgar Allan Poe type shit.
Yeah, I like darkness.
Hey, what do y'all think about Mr. Repsion?
Fuck that motherfucker.
I think, to be honest with you guys, as far as Mr. Repsion is concerned, I think he's only in it for the money he can make off of YouTube. He's not really in it for anything else, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I unsubscribed a few days ago.
Mr. Repsion, I honestly don't watch him, and I honestly don't care for him. I've heard people say that he's a sellout, although I can't, like I said, since I don't watch him, I really can't comment, but I'll tell you this much. I've seen a few of the titles of his video, one of them being "You're a Sellout," where I guess he replies to it, and so I guess it really hits home for him being called a sellout. Usually that raises a red flag, because if you're not a sellout, why the fuck would you make a reply to it, especially when you're that famous and you have 300,000 subs? I would say don't even bother with it and keep making the content that makes views. Don't make content of you bitching unless that gets views itself.
Yeah, like I used to have respect for him, but like when he called out Onision, and then Onision told him to bring it, he chickened out. I was like, oh my goodness, you made like 12 Onision videos about him not debating, and then when he calls you out to debate, you run away like a little coward.
Well, like I said, I don't view him. I don't know what his deal is. I don't know if he's a sellout or not. I really don't know. All I know is that I really don't care for his videos. I think they're boring as fuck, and so I choose to watch stuff that's actually entertaining, like The Quiet Atheist.
Well,
what do you think about the amazing atheist, TJ?
He is also that I know is in it for the money. No fucking doubt.
No, yeah, he was just recently, I don't know if it's over yet or not, I haven't checked, but he recently started a crowdfunding campaign, if you will, to get people to donate him money for a new editing computer.
He's done that like every 6 months. Every 6 months he makes like a crowdfunding campaign.
Needs a new computer?
Yeah.
God damn.
Yeah.
Like 5.5 years ago when I started a YouTube channel, I got into it just for a laugh. And then I realized that, there's some serious work to be done here because the world's got a lot of problems.
Yeah.
And we got something important to say. All you do, And
absolutely.
Amazing Atheist is actually the first channel I've ever subscribed to, and the first channel I ever unsubscribed to. Because it became clear very quickly he's in it for the attention and for the money. Yeah. And you know what the hell? I mean, people make a living that way. Okay, more power to you. But at the end, there's so many serious topics involved with some of this stuff that it just, I don't know, it just offends me. It fucks me over that some people are only addressing the issue for the fucking money they can make off it. That pisses me off.
Yeah.
So that's why I unsubscribed from it, because it became clear that's all he was.
Yeah, I don't really care much about making money on that.
All he is? Do you really want to go there and say that is all he is, just for the money? Because that is TJ's job.
Okay, that's fair.
On the internet, he is being an asshole on the internet. And that's his job.
I will admit, it does sound like
that's fair. That's fair. And maybe I'm being too judgmental by that, because I have to admit that lately I'm in a really pissy mood. But okay, that's fair. But at the time, that's the impression I had, and that's why I unsubbed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. Well, I don't know how true it is, to be honest with you guys, but a while back, from what I was hearing, he, off of his YouTube videos, he basically makes, I think, about $60,000 a year. I don't know how true that is, but I just wanted to throw that out there.
Yeah. Well, I mean, for me, it was like, sure, if you got a message and you got something important to say, I'll listen to it. But if you're talking about sticking a banana up your ass, well, then I think you're just fucking sucking for views, right? Well, fuck off. And that's when I unplug.
I mean,
what does that have to what the fuck has that got to do with making the world a better place? I'm sorry.
Yeah,
that's got to
how
do
long
with
ago
getting attention and making fucking money.
Yeah. Well, see, to me, I think it's more important if an individual is genuine with their audience. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's making money and he's talking to people like G-Man. I'm sorry, fuck that.
Oh, and that's another thing I don't understand. Why the fuck are all of these people giving G-Man so much exposure lately? Damn.
That's saying maybe because it's almost like a car crash or a train wreck. It's horrible. It's grotesque. There's body parts flying everywhere, but you just can't look away.
And it's also where the views are. It's where the views are.
It is exactly
where
like
the views
that.
are.
And it's also very predictable.
Gooseneck.
Yeah, right. Sorry. Go ahead.
Yep. It's.
Well, hey, what do y'all think about Cult of Dusty?
Never watched them, so again, can't comment on it.
Well,
I think Cult of Dusty needs to stay off the race issue, and then he'll be A-okay.
Yeah.
He changed completely. I have been following Cult of Dusty for quite a while. I think for about 2 years. And I really liked him because he was this firebrand, in your face, fuck you kind of guy. But and recently he just disappeared. And now he has just come back and he was this guy with a suit. And he was going against
Look,
Josh
man, he left
Feuerstein. So I don't really know what... Please go on.
He left to Colorado, where marijuana's legal, and he's a big weed guy. So I think there was probably a couple months there, dude. He was stoned out of his mind. Didn't make a video.
I don't think that's fair. I've been a pothead myself. I really don't think that simply, he wanted to get stoned. No, come on. That's really not
Which states is that now that marijuana is legal?
Colorado.
Should I move?
Yes.
Yeah.
By the way, Redline, now we are talking about videos and shit. That audio file I sent you a while ago, was that good enough?
It was good, and you're one of the only people that actually sent it. And I still gotta get Angry Pumpkin to actually send me a file. The fucker hasn't been answering my calls, so that's an ongoing process.
Yeah, I might talk to you about that later on Skype if you do not mind.
Not an issue.
What's going on with Angry Pumpkin? Where is he?
Angry Pumpkin owes me a fucking video.
Oh, yeah.
A little shit right now.
Where he is? Well, I do know where he is and what and why and what's happening to him, but
I think my question is more, where is this YouTuber who used the word fuck every third word in every sentence? I kind of miss him.
You guys know who I miss, who I haven't seen for a long ass time, is PW Swivel.
Yes.
Yeah, dude, where's Swivel, man?
You know what?
Yeah,
I think PW Swivel is the armored atheist.
The armored skeptic?
Sorry, armored skeptic. Thank you.
No way.
I've just had the impression. I could be wrong.
No.
That's the impression I had. Because
I don't think so.
Don't you think?
PW Swivel, wow. Memories. The good old days.
I used to enjoy watching a video with Frankenstein on it. Yeah, that was good.
Yeah.
Seriously. Man, that was great stuff.
I don't know if it's just me, the styles are graphic styles, because I'm a graphic artist. Maybe I'm wrong, but I thought PW Swivel, became the Armored Skeptic.
No, you're completely wrong. The Armored Skeptic is using stills. He is using non-moving pictures. And PW, he did, when he did his Frankenstein thing...
It was the same thing. What are you talking about?
No, he was on camera. That was live. He had makeup on his face, and he was actually doing...
Oh, okay.
What?
Mistake.
Did I just go off the deep end?
I think he just disappeared, dude. I think he just bailed. He just disappeared.
You could be right. You could be right.
I probably mixed up people.
He probably just went, yeah, screw this. I see where this is going, and then left.
I'm out of here.
Yeah.
He's like, I got this thing called a life, and I'm gonna live it.
Yeah.
Oh, not that.
P.V. Slivel, he did this thing with Frankenstein, didn't he?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And he did that on camera. And he was actually standing there and moving around a little bit.
No, man, it was some kind of graphics, dude. No.
Yeah, what he actually did was make the pictures that are used in the videos talk.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, all right, okay. So, but there's still a difference between him and the Armored Skeptic, who is using static pictures.
I too don't think that they're the same, but you know.
Is it Sinus or Sinus? Is that your name?
It's not my name. It's my handle.
Sorry.
But yeah, Sinus.
Handle.
Sinus is completely okay.
You're either a agent of disinformation, or you're jerking our chain here because it's so obvious that was an animated graphic, etc. And that's why I meant that I thought P.W. Swivel was in fact Armored Skeptic now.
No, but really, this video, W. Swivel made this video with Frankenstein, and why I'm an atheist. Is that the name? I need to go through my links here. But he had this video where he was going, why I am not a monster.
Yeah, and it was titled I'm Not a Monster.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's not simply just some picture that he was animating around with or moving or morphing. I think that was actually makeup. I don't know.
No way, dude.
No. Anyway, I think we're arguing a small point here.
Yeah.
Point being, I think it's the same person, but I could be completely wrong.
Yeah, you're probably right.
Well, what do you think about dark matter? What about dark matter?
Oh man,
interesting animation.
To be honest with you guys, I think
love the pun. Love the puns with what was the guy? The Barbarian.
I think that was actually makeup. I don't know.
What the fuck? Okay, you have the feed on.
Echo.
Hello, Wise Apple. How's it going?
Yeah.
Hi.
Yeah, I guess just like when the guy was ripping the soldier's brain out, and he said, "Yes, I guess it was a no-brainer."
Oh.
You have the feed on.
Hello, Secular Lobster. How's it going? Can you hear me? I can't hear him. You probably have to fix your volume on your mic or something because I can't hear you. But how are you, Wise Apple? How have you been?
I'm great. I actually joined in because I wanted to tell you all a little something about P.W. Swivel.
Oh, okay.
I think when P.W. Swivel opened his account, he was terminally ill. And what I gather through emails, without revealing anything personal from anyone, is that he decided to leave YouTube for the remainder of the
Mr. Secular Lobster, we can hear you breathing, so I know that your mic is working.
I'd just like to talk to you all about his Lord and Savior, the Lobster God, and his son, Mr. Potato Head Jesus.
Oh, Dead Lobster.
Sorry for my breathing. I have a cold tonight. So.
Yeah, it's all right. It's all right.
Opposed to the living lobster?
No,
I am the circular lobster.
With butter.
So, Weezapple, are you saying that that he's gone? That
I actually don't know. I do know he had cancer. I'm sorry to tell people that.
So for all we know, he could be dead.
Yeah, and it's so upsetting because I would really like to know if he's okay, but I don't know. I know through emails, you know, I got copies of an email from somebody else because we were both friendly with him, and he did not tell me directly that he was ill, but he told somebody that I know and said that he had really enjoyed his time here, and he really didn't want, you know, to burden people, but I feel it's been long enough that I would rather tell people, because everybody's wondering where he is, because everybody liked him so much. So after deliberating about it for a while, I decided it was best to just tell people that I think he may no longer be with us, but I can't confirm that. He had about 6 months to live when he opened his channel, according to his emails.
Well,
I'm so sorry.
the last activity, according to YouTube, says 1 year ago. So yeah, math. Sometimes it's a bitch.
Yeah, and I don't know.
Really
He could be
sucks.
doing, you know, he could be doing well, and I wish that he would have said something, or, you know, at least said goodbye, because I don't think he realized how many people liked him. He was very special, and by the way, that was not makeup, that was animation. Just Frankenstein. And
of course it was animation.
Okay, I was wrong. Thank you.
It's okay.
Yeah.
If you've ever heard him tell the
Wow,
story,
that really sucks, man. I hate to hear that. Damn.
if you he tells a story of what Frankenstein meant to him and how, you know, he was growing up in an orphanage. To him, the monsters made him, he identified with the monsters, and they were a source of comfort for him. It's really a beautiful story, and he was a great person, so I hope he's...
That sucks. Hey, have you all read Frankenstein? Who here has read Frankenstein?
I've watched movies, but I can't say I've read any books about Frankenstein.
No, I mean the book. The book, man. Have you read Frankenstein?
No.
Yeah, the original from Mary Shelley.
Yeah, Mary Shelley's Frankenstein. I have not read it. No.
You should. There's an amazing amount of humanity in that monster.
Yeah, is there any way we can mirror his videos and like push them through the net, man? Try to promote them.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I'm not sure.
Well,
about
it is
that,
what it is, right?
But the last time I was talking to PW Swivel was about a year ago, because he played a big significant role in helping me build my channel. He customly made me some intros for my videos and stuff like that, you know. And that was the last I talked to him, and every now and then I drop him a message or something, letting him know that I'm still thinking about him and stuff like that. And I just been wondering what was going on.
You dropped him messages. Have you heard any answers?
No.
Neither have I. No, and we used to email fairly regularly, you know, and then just nothing.
Yeah, I don't know if anyone has any contacts or anyone who has a contact who has a contact, you know, kind of like, I know a guy who knows a guy who knows a guy who could find out, but I'm not sure if that's the case in this situation.
Yeah.
Well, I guess that's a reality.
Man, that sucks.
It's sad when you become friends with somebody on YouTube and all of a sudden they disappear, and so often you don't know their real name. I had a friend a few years ago that I talked to for about 3 or 4 years, and his name was Sir Campbell's Soup, and he completely disappeared, and he had, you know, mental health issues. And I've sent out some feelers through the years, and I can't find anything about him. So it's sad when people.
Oh, it's unfortunate.
Reality, man.
I've had people tell me they were horrible not knowing.
Well, let me tell you something about Swivel. Let me tell you something about him. It's like I started doing some videos, he was checking my videos out or whatever, and I did a video where I ended just randomly at the end of the video, pointed my finger and was like, "What do you think?" And like the end of the video, and he sent me a message and was like, "Dude, that was cool. You should always end your videos with a 'What do you think?' finger point." And ever since then, I did that, and I continue to do it, and I'll continue to do it, and I'm going to let people know, props to Swivel, in honor to him every time I do it.
Yep.
Yeah.
I have used this particular video of him, "I'm not a monster." I have used this on Twitter and on Facebook a couple of times when people came to me and say, "Oh, you're an atheist. You really don't know what you're talking about. You have no morals." And I gave this video to them, and they shut up.
That's
they
awesome.
never come back to them because it is so powerful.
Right.
What he did there.
Right.
That is absolutely fantastic.
It is.
Yeah.
Hey, Wise Apple, how's it going in Ohio?
It's awesome. It's finally spring.
Well, you know, I'm in Tennessee. You were in Tennessee, and you totally split. So
it was nothing
you
personal.
went up into a frigid cold zone, man.
Yeah, we can't concentrate all of that power in one place. We've got to spread it out.
You know, now that I think about it, I haven't actually spoken to Wise Apple in quite a while, so...
Well, to be honest with you guys, excuse me, this is the first time I've ever spoken to Wise Apple, you know, so Wise Apple, I am a big fan of yours. I really appreciate your work.
Thank you. I'm coming back.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, and
I gathering here. I like where this is going.
Yeah.
Actually, I haven't seen a video from Wise Apple for a long time now.
Well, I have. Wise Apple posted one recently.
Oakland no homos.
Yeah.
Can I ask everybody here a question?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
Would you be so kind as to post your usernames, if you have a YouTube channel, to the chat so I can subscribe you?
Same here.
Yeah, cool, dude. I don't know how to do it.
Well, I'll do that
I
right
don't
now.
have any videos, so nothing to subscribe to. So.
Sure, I'll post mine. Not that
All I can tell you is
all you have to do,
white
is
trash
just make
redneck.
a video. Is make a video saying, "Hey, look at this. You see this goatee? You see how awesome it is?" Right.
Wait. Redline. How are we supposed to admire your goatee when everything I've ever seen from you has been this red and white skull logo?
Well, because it's the content of my words.
And anonymity.
My words are so boss. My words have goatees.
I'm sorry, I can't see an awesome goatee in words.
No. My words have awesome goatees. You just have to believe it.
Your words have beards.
Yes. My truck.
Oh, come on, quiet. I'm already
manly, my truck has chest hair upholstery and a beard in the glove box.
Dang.
Yes. And that's the same thing with my channel. My channel has a beard.
Awesome.
You click on my channel, your computer will grow a beard. So make sure you have some Gillette Fusion razors.
I got a couple of those in my bathroom, so I'm prepared.
Yeah, it's like you click on to a Redline video and go, ah, damn it, my computer just grew another beard. Well, I'm gonna be back. I need some shaving cream for the goddamn monitor.
Yes, and my hard disk jammed and my Vans.
Yeah.
jammed.
Do not watch my videos in 1080p, otherwise the beard becomes bulletproof.
Oh shit.
Well, then I've been doing it wrong.
Yeah, you've been doing it wrong the entire time, Maria, but that's okay. We still love you.
Do not watch this with overclocked hardware, otherwise it will just die.
Well, in that case, then I am cheap because I am still alive.
Back. Does that count?
That's my channel thing, where I post mostly mirrors and collaborations and shit.
Yes.
I'm gonna go get a beer.
Sounds good. You know what? A beverage sounds good. I'll be back. Gonna hit up the mini fridge in the garage.
Hey, Redline.
Oh,
Redline.
Monster! You lucky asshole! I want some of those. I didn't go shopping. Shit.
Hey,
All I have
Redline.
is stuff that's good for me. Apple
Hey.
juice, orange. I mean, the fuck is this shit? I need stuff that's bad for me.
Hey, Redline, I got Mountain Dew.
Oh, I hate both of you. All right, I'll be back.
Yeah. So, Wise Apple, do you have any more plans to make future videos?
Yeah, I'm actually working on one right now, which is mostly just rapid-fire responses to a bunch of different things that I found that I wanted to respond to. So it's like a lot of one-liners and a lot of clips and different people that I found. You've seen a lot of funnies, but I found a few more for you. So.
Found a beer.
I like how you found a beer. You didn't go get one. You're looking at the couch cushions.
Are you sure that the beer didn't find you?
Sometimes people find change in the couches. He finds beer.
Sometimes you find the beer.
I
Sometimes
find
the beer
beer.
finds you.
Beer is good. Yeah.
Anybody in this video conference today not drinking?
I just had tea. I feel
What's
like
that, dude?
grandma compared to everybody else. It's St. Patrick's Day and I'm Irish. I should be having a drink, but no.
I got some beer for you.
Oh, that's right. I should be drinking Guinness today.
I managed to find some natural ice in the fridge, so I'm good.
Natural.
That works.
What? That's it.
Yeah, natural ice. It's cheap and it helps you poop.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm completely green. This is
Yes.
Well, I haven't drank any
Montanos.
alcohol today, but I am high off my socks at the moment, so.
There you go. See, natural ice is like alcoholic laxative. It's awesome.
Every 12-pack of this should come with a free roll of toilet paper and an apology note.
Hey, Redline, you have to send me some of that stuff.
Yes.
no, you did not go there.
Whenever I go to my dad's place and I usually bring a 12-pack of natural ice. I once replaced the toilet paper with duct tape.
Yeah.
And there was a little note that said, "I want to play a game." Oh man, that was.
If I drink this stuff all weekend, if I drink this stuff all weekend, dude, and then like sit down the toilet, I swear I'm turning the liquid from the inside out, man. Totally peeing out my butt. It's rough. Rough with 3 F's.
Yeah. Here's the question though. What if you were in that situation? What would happen if you were like in a public restroom after drinking so many cans of natural ice and you had no toilet paper?
Yeah.
What would you do in that situation?
Drop the underwear.
Oh man, I guess I would just have, I know I'd use my socks.
Let me guess. You'd sock puppet that shit and just dig deep and go to work.
Yeah, dude, I'd use my socks, dude.
Gotta get it all.
Now, if I'm wearing flip flops, dude, then I'm probably gonna use my flip flops. I don't know, dude. I don't know.
We'll hang out in the longest time to discuss the important topics.
Yes.
I
would slip
have a
the
bit of
socks on like a
wisdom.
sock puppet, and then you could just dig deep and go to work. And then you have 2 socks.
I have a bit of wisdom from my father here that I'd like to share.
You can always take your underwear off and use your underwear. That's if you wear underwear. You don't.
I have a little
down
bit
here in
of
the South,
wisdom
man. We like to go commando.
My father here I'd like to share.
Or you can have a high enough pressure so it doesn't have the time to stick.
What's that? What's that? Oh, what's that?
If I may share a bit of wisdom from my father, how to wipe your butt with a single square of toilet paper.
I know. You're going to take the center out so you can clean under your fingernail. I know, dude.
Hey, quiet
Uncle was a
atheist.
truck driver. He showed it to me.
Oh, you bastards! Steal my thunder, you bastard!
Well, my uncle was a truck driver, dude. He showed it to me.
Oh, it's
Hey,
an oldie.
Quiet atheist.
Hey, what's up?
This is your 1,000 subscriber hangout, right?
Yeah.
Isn't it a
Party,
great thing
dude,
how,
party.
how far it's Isn't it a great thing how far it's deteriorated?
Well, that's only because I'm here. My fault.
Oh, we've gone to potty humor. Yay.
Yeah, all you have is
You know what's gonna happen.
dude with long hair or no hair. That's what you have here in your hangout.
Yeah, I know you
And
can't see
but
it. But
here
I
with
got
long
like
beard,
long hair going on now.
Dingleberry.
Oh, we can talk about dingleberries and how they're a pain.
No,
You gotta
no,
you gotta like jostle and stuff and like maybe hop a little bit, so you can get some inertia in the dingleberry so that like falls.
I wonder if they make sounds like wind chimes do on the front porch.
Yeah, I would think so.
That's why I bleach my asshole.
Wow. I bet that stings. I know this beer stings when it comes out.
Do people actually do that?
Now
Butt stinger beer.
assholes.
Hey, Redline. I don't know
Makes
what
me
it is.
cry.
But,
Makes
hey,
me
Redline.
cry.
Redline, I don't know what it is, but Hangouts with you and it always ends with
It's
anal reaching.
Stings so bad, I almost pray for help as an atheist.
Yeah.
Please, God help my burning butthole.
Oh wow.
And you know what? I never get any help. I get no help.
Nah. You'll be fine. You'll be fine. Just think of happy thoughts.
I gotta get some aloe baby wipes, man. Aloe baby wipes. That would probably help. Yeah, those at the grocery store. Next to the beer. They should have them next to this beer. They should have the aloe baby wipes next to this beer. And again, an apology letter. We're so sorry that you bought this beer, and it burned your ass, and it tore you up from the inside out. We'd like to apologize, but we're not refunding any of your money. Have a good day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Be
Here,
like,
let me drink some more.
be like, they should put a warning label on it, like they do on syrup. Be like, warning: if you drink this beer, you will have a literal Niagara Falls of shit coming out of your ass.
Oh, I feel
Whenever I'm
so
blocked,
bad.
Yeah, absolutely.
At the moment.
Whenever I'm blocked, I might just eat a
my
couple of
box.
chili dogs.
So red
My
line.
urethra is connected to my anus.
Hey, red line.
Uranus or my anus? Your rectum.
Yes.
Hey,
What's
red
up,
line.
Brett?
How is it over there in Florida?
Right now it is dark, but it is very clear tonight. And by clear, I mean you could see multiple satellite.
Like my pee.
I remember being in Florida. Shoot, I think it was way back in 2010. I'm not sure,
Yeah.
but it was nice, man. I didn't even want to leave that place, but I kind of had to.
Yeah, I tried to invite a couple of people, one of which was Dusty. So like, hey Dusty, you dumb piece of shit, come on down here. We'll see how it goes, and you can count all the nursing homes that are in my area.
Yeah, blue hair, baby, blue hairs.
Yep,
Yeah,
everyone.
I really liked it down there. The only thing about the whole Florida thing was the fact that I got sick, and because of the climate, because I'm used to living about 7,000 feet above sea level,
Oh yeah, the sudden rush of oxygen.
Yeah, so I went down there, and all of a sudden I was 17 feet above sea level, and I just couldn't handle it. I was like sick for 2 weeks.
Yeah, right now I'm currently above
You should have prayed for
above
help.
sea level right now. I can see the water from my house, and next time you come down here though, the jet skis will be waiting.
Oh yeah.
Oh, by the way, Redline, it might be overcast with the partial eclipse here in the Netherlands, but I'm still going to try to check if I can film some of it for you.
Yes, film it.
Yeah, I will try.
I only got a partial solar eclipse.
Yeah, it's a partial here too, but
yeah, I was like, fuck.
Was there a partial eclipse today?
No, the 20th this month.
Coming.
In the morning, there will be a partial solar eclipse here, but I'm going to try to film it for Redline. But I just heard it might be overcast and shit. Fucking bullshit.
I wonder how many cults will sacrifice something to that, if any.
Sacrifice for something that's a natural phenomena.
I will sacrifice my sock monkey.
No. Well, the sock might be busy doing something else. Granted that there is no toilet paper, but.
No, the really annoying.
I would need a tube sock, a real long one.
So, Redline, did you ever get your channel back?
Yeah, I got my channel back a long time ago. I won the appeal, although there is a strike. So right now, what I've done is I've made this channel just Red's Rhetoric, and I have this channel strictly to avoid getting another strike on the other channel, and I'll wait for that strike to die off, which it will die off in a couple months, so whatever.
Oh, okay.
But the only thing that they've succeeded really is putting two of my channels up. Thanks, retards.
Yeah.
So you're still penalized on that, on your original Redline V8.
Yes. Still, which it was just one, because what happened was that they flagged not only the intro video for Dumb Fuck of the Year, they also flagged every single voting video that I posted. And what happened was that they flagged it under bullying. And so I said, listen, the first video you might have a case, but the voting videos, they were just words saying click the thumb up button to vote for this guy. And so I had to appeal the first video, but also the other 10, and I won the other 10 because obviously they weren't bullying. So I got my channel back, but they still gave me a strike for the one thing that I didn't even bother to appeal. Probably should have and would have won. My fault there. But I just decided, hey, I'll make a new channel, Red's Rhetoric, and keep using this one until the other one comes up.
I liked watching your debate videos. I found it amazing how long you could stay patient until you would call bullshit and then lose your collective shit. You know?
This guy he's a fucking masochist, dude. Seriously.
Yeah, I kind of. It's kind of like I will take the pain, and then you reach that threshold, that breaking point, and then just all comes out at once.
Yeah.
One of the very few religious people that I debated a while back, it was probably about 11 months ago, was the Bible thumping we talked on his channel for a while.
Yeah, that dude's crazy.
I wanted to talk to you about that, Quiet Atheist.
Yeah.
Why the fuck did you even do that? I'm serious.
Well, to be honest with you, he kept sending me messages. He kept poking at me and stuff like that in the comment section of some of my videos, and kept telling me, his usual crap about I can't account for morality and this and that, and I'm just like, oh man, this guy isn't going to stop until I go on his channel.
Same thing over and over again. Is it absolutely true that you absolutely know that I absolutely said the word absolutely?
Can you be sure about that?
An atheist! You're a
absolutely.
You're using your reasoning to justify your reasoning. Don't you see how viciously circular that is?
Oh my god.
Absolutely.
Oh my god.
I've always found it amazing that the Quiet Atheist. I'm waiting for the Quiet Atheist to lose his collective shit sometime on a video. Something's got to get to him someday, and that's why I watch his videos.
I have to be honest with you. There have been times where I wanted to say a couple of words on my videos, but then again, that thing knocks at the back of my head, saying, what if someone flags my shit, and jacks my channel.
Oh man, you could swing a baseball bat and set some shit on fire.
Yeah.
Right. Personally, I really like to listen to your videos from the Quiet Atheist because you're very I don't know, calm doing your commentary. And what I'm always waiting for is for the point where you break.
Yeah!
And where you start to shout and scream.
Yeah.
I hope it. Personally, I hope it never happens because I don't think you're the person for that. But
you want it to happen.
Yes, I want it to happen. That's what I'm waiting
for. Wait a minute. How can you say you hope for it to happen, but you don't want it to happen? Come on.
That's because one of those is a lie.
Come on. Hey, quiet. Give us your scary face. Give us the meanest face you got.
Oh god.
Okay. I'm gonna.
This is like a Full Metal Jacket showing your war face.
No, I'm a hypocrite in that way. I really don't want to see him go down that route, but
it would be satisfying.
Great, he would do that.
Well, there is a video where TQA swears, like, just look up "My Wife, the Siberian Tiger," and there you will have it.
No. Here's what I want to see. I want to see the quiet atheist with a flamethrower in front of the Westboro Baptist Church. And then he goes, this is the quiet atheist, and I'm here at the Westboro Baptist, and then he pulls the trigger. Burns the joint down.
I'd have to travel all the way to Topeka, Kansas for that, but here's how I would open the video. I'd basically say, hello everybody, the Quiet Atheist here. Welcome to another very interesting video, and then pull that trigger on their church and just pull.
I would pay to see that.
Hey, it's the quiet ones you got to worry about, man.
That's right, absolutely. The quiet ones are the ones you have to worry about.
On the news
that is true.
So quiet. I don't understand. He was the
and while the flamethrower is going, he's just laughing hysterically.
This is the quiet atheist, and I'm at the Vatican in Italy, and I'm about to burn this down.
Here's a picture of me. People say I look like a serial killer in this picture.
Yeah, you do.
It's a little bit like a mugshot.
Looks like a mugshot, yeah.
But you are also partially dropping your full name.
Oh, people know my full name on here. I'm not
going to bed.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Yeah.
Need to get you to the Vatican.
Don't pull a G-man.
Need to get you to the Vatican.
Deplorable raps.
You know, I found out how easy it is actually to. I mean, I've never made a secret what my name is. If somebody wants to find out, some people on YouTube know my real name. It's not a big deal. You know, but I found out after this whole Gary Moore thing, I just did just a little bit of typing. It's easy as fuck to find anything, and here's
the whole thing with G-Man, the chocolate atheist, if you will.
He hates me.
About a year ago, he drops himself, and then a year later, bitches and complains when someone calls him out by his real name.
Yeah.
Look, before he became.
Can we please not talk about the chocolate atheist? Can we please not talk about G-Man? Can we please ignore this guy?
Well, keep in mind, the guy is such a train wreck that it's hard to look away.
No, it is. I find it very easy to look away. I don't understand why he gets so much attention. This is somebody. If you passed him in the park and he had like a shopping cart and a bottle of booze in a bag, you'd keep going. But because he's on YouTube, people talk to him in spite of the.
He is an entertaining hobo. He's one of those hobos that can like do tricks and shit, and it's like, wow, that's actually pretty impressive. He's still a hobo, but
I get it. If it's entertainment value, I get it. I don't understand why people try to have serious debates with him, though.
That's a fact.
Because people like me are masochists.
And I enjoy it for entertainment purposes.
So it's 50 Shades of Meh.
Yeah. Whatever. We're doing this. We're doing this anyway. I kind of have like an OCD or I have a disorder where I have this tendency to debate the most batshit crazy people out there.
Okay,
I think the moment when Redline doesn't hear what G-Man has to say, he starts having panic attacks.
Well, I actually
G-Man even challenged me to a rap at one point, and I actually wrote one.
I remember.
And then I was going to make a video about it. I was like, no, Redline, what the fuck are you doing? Stop.
Now that would be entertaining.
Did you see that latest, the music of Gary Moore or something that someone posted? That is the most genius video that of making fun of somebody I've ever seen. It starts off with Alex Botten trying to explain to him that he dropped himself, and he goes, "No, you haven't. No, you haven't." And it has all the. It was very well done. I'm not a fan of rap music, but it had a nice beat, and I could dance to it. You know.
Yeah, I also like the musical, the G-Man, the motherfucking musical from Sci-10 Atheist.
Oh yeah,
glorious.
That was hilarious. Read your Bible and do what it says, and you'll be just like me, a winner in the jackpot of the fucking dumb cunt lottery.
The master of musical parodies.
Dude, I have that shit. I have that shit on my phone, and sometimes I play it on my radio. It's awesome. I Bluetooth that shit on there.
That would be a great ringtone.
The Jason Byrne song out of my head. I'm like doing accounting, which granted is boring, but I'm like sitting there in my cubicle going, "There's nothing wrong with my mental health."
I just decided to kill myself. Yeah, he just did Feuerstein, Joshua Feuerstein.
Oh, that guy, man! I could debunk evolution in just 3 minutes.
Yeah, exactly, that guy. And Sci-10 just made an opera for that guy.
I was laughing.
That was beautiful.
It was so funny.
But,
yeah, I would.
I am probably not very well educated. I don't know what song that was that he used there. What was that?
I don't know the name of it, but I know the tune.
Yeah, I know the tune as
and
well.
I can't think of it right now.
You see, maybe that's what we should do. Maybe I should make a video, and I should change my name to Steve-O, and I say, "Hey, I'm Steve-O. Welcome to Jackass, and today we're going to be trying to talk to a dumb fuck." So, Mr. Gary Moore.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, so for our first guest, we have Gary Moore, and then we have his resident scientist, Mr. True Empiricism.
Rocket Ronnie!
No.
Somebody
Redline.
shoot that guy, please.
Redline, I command you now to do that.
Well, make a rap and then change my name to Steve-O and
yes.
Oh God. Well, I've already made the rap, so the first part of it's already done. Actually, I should probably find that.
Yeah, you have to do it. It's now your mission in life. You have to do it.
But now you have to ask Ryan Campbell's permission first. Remember that video he made the other day?
Well.
Yeah.
He
can do that. Well. I mean, it kind of sounds like he has throat cancer or something like that.
Come on, everybody do a well. Come on.
Well.
All right, let's.
What are you on rap today? Well. I used to stick my hands in a deep fryer and then eat them.
Now look at here, all these atheists, all these God mockers. Now I gotta tell you guys something. I was in prison for like 17 years, and I had this one cellmate. He was gay. No, I wasn't. But at the time, I had no choice. So I don't want any of you guys bringing up history. You understand that?
Hey, everybody needs some loving.
How many times do you think Ryan Campbell was fist fucked in prison?
Oh, well.
Well.
Holy shit.
Nothing like a little mocking.
Yeah. Like,
we are terrible people, aren't we?
You can just call us mockers.
Yeah, well, you're really,
Yeah.
well,
And you're gonna go to hell.
You're a reprobate.
Yeah, you're reprobate. Yeah, and you have to pronounce it reprobate. You're reprobate or something like that.
And somewhere along the line, you have to threaten to come over to their place. Somewhere along the line, you have to threaten to come over to their place and dig up a tree and beat them to death with it.
Yeah, exactly. Except he can't make it into the States. Which, by the way, I'm like, bring it the fuck on, boy. I can spare a few rounds of 38 special.
Well, Redline. Hey, Redline.
We got about thirsty all of a sudden.
Hey, Redline.
You know, one of his best exits to get out of a hangout is, I've got dinner with a nice Christian woman tonight. You know, it's
Yeah,
like,
sure
not
you do.
anymore.
Sure you do. You have dinner with a nice Christian woman.
He's
Yeah,
got
bullshit.
dinner. Oh, he needs to cut down on dinner.
No, you don't have dinner. You have an all-you-can-eat buffet, and you fucking bankrupt the place.
All I can tell you is, as a fat dude, yeah, he needs to cut back.
Yeah.
I second that.
well, now, Redline. Don't make me reach through the computer and slap you.
Yeah, of course. There's always that one. Always talking about slapping people.
I've always
Slap men.
I've always found it kind of funny that he thinks that bully mentality, you know, how he's fucked his entire life up. I mean, he's got a sad story behind it, but he's fucked his whole life up. And after being in prison, you know, it's the same old story with a lot of these con artists, fuckheads.
Yeah.
I fucked my life up.
Yep. And then
Now he knows.
Here's another thing, though. These people do a very good job of fucking their lives up. Case in point, I know we don't like to talk about these people, but still, G-Man actually fucked his life up with the whole dock dropping thing because he was trying to brag about his time at the marathon. It's actually not that impressive.
There's a radio disc jockey where I live in Rhode Island that had a better time than him.
Mm-hmm.
He was actually 45% in his age bracket,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
35 to 38 or something like that.
Yeah, I'm surprised you didn't come in last, dude. But still, it's.
I never knew about G-Man, but just recently I got all this data about him, and I started to Google him.
A wannabe rapper that can't rap, or literally, rap is the easiest, shittiest music you can possibly come up with. Anyone can do it, and this guy still somehow finds a way to fuck up the crappiest genre of music.
Have you guys ever heard of that one Christian guy named Jefferson Bethke?
No.
He's the one. He's the one real famous for that one video he made called "I Hate Religion but Love Jesus."
Oh, that.
Oh yeah.
Even he does better than G-Man.
Yeah, I mean, rapping is incredibly easy, and so I don't even know why this guy even tries. But yeah, he comes up with words that don't even rhyme. Seriously, I mean, okay, here's the thing. I don't know if you know anything about how raps work, G-Man, but they have to kind of rhyme. Do you know what that means?
You know, there's a YouTube channel that I think you, G-Man, if you're out there listening, which I doubt, but anyway, you should watch King of the Dot on YouTube. There's some real battle rap there going on.
Or better yet, you could take a tip from top. I can give you lessons on how to rap. It's easy. No, it's easy. I mean,
Yeah.
Or better yet, look up a channel called Epic Lloyd.
Word, hit the syllable.
Yeah.
It's really not that difficult.
Yeah, it's like
man, it's stupid. It's like dumb. It's like if you like shrimp, it's okay because Jesus changed his mind and he doesn't talk about gays. So if you like it in the behind, then that's all right. Word to your mother. All right, I get a beer.
Yeah, it's like
That's brilliant, actually. That's good.
That was actually pretty good. I'll be like, all right, G-Man, listen, I gotta tell you something. You have no idea on how to keep a beat. Man, your rhymes are weak. Is it embarrassment you seek? Because if you want it, then look no further. Because my name is Redline, you stupid motherfucker. I already made you my motherfucking bitch. I put my money where my mouth is. I'm still fucking rich. You make a big deal that you actually made a rap. All you do is flap your gum, and all I hear is crap. It's sickening. And now you have a bunch. I would much rather, sir, have shit for lunch. And your God arguments are getting any better. If anything, jackass is getting even sadder. Answered prayers? Man, sorry, bullshit. It's not logical, fuckhead. Don't you get it? If God answers prayers, I'll answer the same. Fuck you, suck a dick, and pray in vain. How many lame arguments have we gone through? Man, my fucking bird is smarter than you. Here's a tip, G-Man. Learn to read. Try some books on science and history. Because the Bible ain't helping you at all. If anything, that bitch is dropping the ball. No facts, logic, or real history. How much more fucked up can it be? Do you get it? No, probably not. But take a science class, G-Man. Give it a shot. You may learn something you didn't know before, so prepare for what reality may have in store. Looks like my rap just fucked you rough. I continue, G-Man, but enough is enough. And here, before you reply, consider this. What if I'm right? Can you deal with it?
That was good.
Fantastic. Absolutely fantastic.
Yes. I like the part where I say... my favorite part of that was like, if God answers prayers, I will answer the same. Fuck you, suck a dick, pray in vain. Love that line.
One of his arguments that annoyed me the most was that whole safe thing where he allegedly found money in it or some shit. Damn.
Wow. Really?
Where it was one of his answered prayer arguments, I guess. And he was praying that he was in a jam, he needed money or whatever, and he suddenly found a safe with a shitload of money in it or something. I don't know.
Well, I took out my notebook and I wrote down on a specific day that I was praying for money. And then 16 years later, when I found $1.50 on the ground, I looked back at my notebook.
It's a miracle.
It's a miracle. That proves answered prayer.
Preach it,
yeah.
Hallelujah!
Yeah.
You know, I was watching Robin Dupree video. I was watching Robin Dupree video today,
Dupree, baby.
and she reads those comments. And this guy today, I swear to God, I spit my beer at my wine cooler. I'm drinking Angry Orchard tonight. But somebody wrote,
good.
You know, they say that gravity's only, they can't prove gravity or something like that, right? And then somebody else, Raj, another comment was something about how the sun used to be like the earth, but God punished it and lit it on fire, and now it heats the earth.
What?
Yeah, and I was pissing myself. I was laughing, and
yeah.
This is why. Yeah. This is why when it comes to creatards and religiotards, I don't try to like talk to them like they're human. I just make fun of them because that's all you can do.
Exactly. Okay, since some of us work nights and we gotta actually go to work, I'm gonna hop out. So take care, everyone, and I will talk to you all later.
Okay,
hey, thanks,
Redline. Before you go, I want to say thank you for
showing up.
Redline rules.
Don't inflate my ego any more than it is, dude. Bad idea.
I had a lot of laughs.
No problem, Quiet Atheist. No problem, Quiet Atheist. Keep that shit up.
Yes, sir.
Find you.
I think I'm gonna start cussing in my videos more to make you guys happy.
There you go. That's what I like to hear. That's what I like to hear. All right. See you guys later.
See you later.
See you, Red.
Good night, everyone. It was a lot of fun.
See you, Redline.
Really hard.
Hey,
I'm glad I logged in and it was great.
Thank you, Wise Apple, for stopping by.
Wise Apple, you rule.
Thanks, guys. And yeah, no, it was my pleasure, Quiet Atheist, to be here on your special day.
Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am.
Many more subs to you. Good night, everyone.
Good night.
Good night.
Let's hear it for toilet humor.
Yay! I did all I could with that.
Hey, Quiet Atheist.
Yeah.
Hey, what did you think of that little video montage I made of my response to Ren Campbell's latest mouth fart.
With all of those clips of those videos in it.
Yeah.
I thought that video was hilarious, man.
I have so much time on my hands right now, being sick, and I'm going to be moving and stuff. I've got all this shit on my hard drive, and I just started. I watched his video yesterday. It came on my Google feed for some reason, because I don't even subscribe to him. I just get the montages other people make of him, and I watched that, and I don't know, something. Maybe it was the lobster soul in me or something, but I just started, and that was the funnest thing I ever did. I had so many insults, but I was proud of that video. Some of my videos suck.
Yeah. I really liked the video. I found it to be, again, hilarious as shit, and I started laughing when I first watched it.
On my Google for some reason, because I don't even subscribe to them. I just get the montages other people make of them, and I watch that, and I don't know, something.
Wow, I don't know what happened there.
Lobster soul in me or something, but.
Who's talking?
Echo. So many insults and.
I think somebody's got it. Oh, there it goes.
Some of my videos.
But it's a good echo. I mean, he was talking sense. We can listen to that twice. Oh, fuck you. No.
I think it's you, Canadian atheist.
Had a major split and got dropped off here. You know what? It's all Redline's fault. When Redline quit, it all went to hell.
Yeah. Hello, Secular Lobster. Are you able to talk now? Is your mic working okay? I think it's you, Canadian.
Okay, hang on.
I know that guy.
You know who?
You know what? It's all Redline's fault. When Redline quit, it all went to hell.
Yeah. Someone's got a big echo out there.
Somebody has the video still playing.
No, what I'm talking about was the secular lobster. I mean, the real lobster, we lost him minutes ago, but yeah.
I'm back.
Hello.
Okay. That works.
Hi.
Yeah,
Hello.
and there we go. There we go. This guy, listen to him. He knows what he's talking about. No.
I like lobster.
I like you too.
With garlic butter, baby.
Oh, now I'm getting hungry.
Fantastic. Let's go there.
May your heart be filled with clarified butter and lemon.
Yeah. Shit, I haven't eaten lobster in a long ass time.
Butter and lemon? Island water.
So who else can we make fun of in here?
Well, don't eat shrimp. You go to hell, right?
Yeah.
That's a falsity, man. And I'm here. I'm lobbying Congress as we speak to change those laws. More rights. Full rights and voting privileges for all crustaceans.
And also, don't forget, you guys can't wear clothes of different linen types. Remember that.
You know, out here in New England,
that's right.
out here in New England, it's Catholic Central, right? And although the Catholic Church doesn't say that you can't eat meat on Fridays anymore, they still love that fish.
Yeah.
And I have this shirt in my closet.
Man.
It's a fish and chip shirt. It's the sign of the fish, and in the inside it says "in chips." And I love to wear that when I go out for fish and chips out here because it irritates somebody. What do you mean by that? I don't know. Why do you wear that shirt? I'm like, well, I like fish and chips.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wear it to piss you off. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Well, there's another individual who will remain nameless for now, who is making a couple of jabs at me from out there somewhere, and he finds it convenient to drop into the comment section of a couple of my videos every now and then to insult me and then leave. But I'll be making a video about him in due time.
Well, you know, there's people out there on YouTube or Google that like to make comments about videos, or people on YouTube and stuff. And when you go to their channel, most of them don't have anything.
Yeah.
You know. I dismiss them. I dismiss them as nothing but insignificant cunts.
Yeah.
Well, you know,
guy, what he said, absolutely.
The guy that I'm talking about now, there's a lot of people that know him here on YouTube. He has a lot of videos on his channel, and he'll be getting a video from me here soon. You know, he thinks he's smarter than me. He thinks, you know, just because he's a Christian, he can outsmart me or outwit me, if you will. Personally, I think he couldn't talk his way out of a wet paper sack, even though it had a hole in it, but that's okay, you know.
Hey, that's harder than you think, man.
Yeah.
Well, that kind of tanked.
Yeah, man. I really appreciate you guys coming here. You know, it's a good thing.
Cool, dude.
Let's talk about religious persecution.
Yeah. Christianity in this country has no fucking idea what religious persecution is.
I get
persecution, dude. We can talk about the first 10 years of my life.
Yeah, I was beat as a child in the name of Jesus. Don't leave marks on his face. That's what it says in the Bible.
I dig it.
Well,
but they cannot teach the Bible in schools anymore. That's persecution.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Their whole idea here in this country of religious persecution is people disagreeing with them, basically. And to me, that's rather pathetic, you know. It's stupid.
Hallelujah.
The last time I checked, like in some countries, I would be thrown off roofs, beheaded, stoned, probably crucified.
Well, I tell you what, if certain, I know I'm saying not all Christians, you know, do this, but if certain Christians would get their way in this country, they'd probably throw us off the roofs too, you know.
Stop doing that. Stop doing this. Not all Christians, not all Muslims. Stop doing that.
Well, yeah, but every time...
that. This is liberal bullshit.
Well, I understand that, but every time there's a couple of people who have a habit of misinterpreting what I say when I make my videos, and they find it convenient to complain about it, basically accusing me of saying all Christians. You know, they say I generalize like a motherfucker, and that's something that's absurd, you know.
But at least they believe in something.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, I understand where you're coming from, but please, stop apologizing.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, we are Christians, and in the past, we did some really bad things, and now all this terrorism that is happening.
Yeah. Yeah, quiet. Sometimes in your videos, you almost apologize, and you almost like, and I like your videos. Even when I was the Oregon atheist. Oh, I just dropped myself. I like your videos because, like I said, you were calm, you know, and stuff. But sometimes, you know, it's almost like, well, I don't mean everybody, but you know, and you know, if you're going to make a statement in this community, if you're going to make a statement like that, it is that community that you're talking to. Yeah. It's not just part of them, because the little fuzzy, you know, I love Jesus people that go work at the homeless shelters and stuff and do everything because it's right, but they love Jesus. You know, yeah, you're not talking to them. You're talking to the dickheads on YouTube.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, in that case, why come on.
Is that annoying?
Yes, very.
Sorry. Celebration for the Quiet Atheist 1,000 subscribers. Okay. Back to your regular program.
Yeah, but you know, it just amazes me, you know, that you get a bunch of these guys who, and one of the worst things that comes from these people is, you know, well, we don't take the Old Testament seriously anymore. And I go, well, so that means you don't take the creation of, you know, according to your mythology seriously anymore, right? Am I correct? You know, and they just leave without saying anything, and then they go and make it, you know, talk behind your back and talk a lot of shit, you know, and it's just like, damn.
Well, that's why you call bullshit on them first, you know, and you know, say and point out to them what they really fucking believe, you know, and you know, talking snakes, donkeys, burning bushes, a fucking apple,
right.
Virgin birth,
right.
You know,
right.
I mean, quite honestly.
Yeah.
Go on.
No, you know, and that you know, even when I went to church as a kid, you know, when they would be standing up and sitting down and saying the Nicene Creed, the Apostles' Creed, and all this shit, I know all those
right.
by heart. But I used to look around in church, even as a kid, and go, "Does anybody else think this is bullshit?" You know, so.
Right.
Yeah, call it out. It's bullshit, you know?
Well, I tell you, here's the one thing I do with a lot of the Christian trolls and stuff in my videos, and people that I interact with, like live, face-to-face in my community. I always quote Matthew 27:52-53, and I usually avoid the Old Testament because as soon as you start quoting the Old Testament, you usually get well, Jesus came and changed, blah. So this is why I usually just stay in the New Testament, so I don't even have to deal with that crap. I go Matthew 27:52-53, and it says that after Jesus died, that dead people came out of their graves, and walked to Jerusalem and made themselves known to people. And the reason I picked these verses is because, well, one, it's not in the Old Testament, so I don't have to deal with the whole, oh, Jesus came and changed, well, you can eat shrimp now, blah, whatever. The other thing is, you're talking about resurrection of dead people that were in the freaking ground, all right? We're talking like zombie shit, man, out of the dirt. And then we're not talking about people that were, you know, laying on a cot and they were dead for 2 minutes and they got hit back and they saw a tunnel and all that shit. We're talking about people that were like dead, decomposed, in the ground, worms, screwed, and you know they're up and they're aware and they're healed, and now they're walking to Jerusalem. And then on top of that, this particular event isn't noted in Mark, Luke, or John, which of those books everything is supposed to be the same view of what happened, but it's only in Matthew. And then on top of that, we actually have historical records from Jerusalem in that time, and they talk about the weather, they talk about the crops, they talk about the government, but they don't talk about dead motherfuckers coming back and showing themselves around Jerusalem. Yeah. So I usually
Why do they not talk about the zombies?
Well, speaking of books, you know, speaking of books, since people follow the Book of Mormon, I was wondering if you guys know of anybody who follow the Book of Enoch.
Yeah, dude, I know all about the Book of Enoch, and you know what? You can go to the Book of Jude in the New Testament of the Bible, and it refers to events that happen in the Book of Enoch, which is funny because the Book of Enoch wasn't included in the canon because apparently it wasn't good enough to be in the Bible. but yet in the book of Jude, it was written supposedly by Jesus' brother at the time, includes information from the book of Enoch. Basically, you've got somebody who would have known exactly what was up, referring to a book as fact that wasn't included in the canon.
Are you talking about the Council of Nicaea? Kind of.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. The whole thing. They're in there, trying to figure out how much of this shit can we actually get people to fucking believe. It was pretty much what it was.
Right. That's right.
I mean, there wasn't even a full consensus at the Council of Nicaea that Jesus was the Son of God, or that Jesus actually died and rose again, because a lot of people were like, no, I really don't think people are stupid enough to believe that shit. Well, it turns out people are stupid enough to believe that shit, But there was a lot of stuff in there at the council. I mean, people were they had two councils. I mean, I'm not an academic, Don't quote me, but I do a little bit of reading and stuff. But
I will quote you. You will be quoted.
Yeah, whatever, dude. You don't have to be an academic to understand that dead people
Go on.
And that's why I stay out of a lot of hangouts, is because you get these people, these pseudo fucking intellectuals that have an honorary PhD, or they took a Bible philosophy class at University of Bible shit, But
the only place that they got their PhD from was a box of cornflakes.
Can I jump in for a second?
Sure. Yeah.
I really have to go to bed now. I have some appointment in a couple of hours, so see you guys someday again.
Okay.
Best of luck to you.
Thank you for stopping by, and I really appreciate you coming to the Hangout.
No problem. Hey, and have a good night, and congratulations with 1,000 drivers.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
No problem.
Cool, dude.
Right.
No, I wasn't trying to sound like, don't quote me, or, but you get so many of these pseudo-intellectual motherfuckers that, I understand, people say, quote your source and stuff like that, but just, I mean, between the two councils, people actually got killed for what they did or didn't want in that particular, in the Bible, people were killed for that, just for whatever. And and when you try to point that out to people, Christians have such another idea of, they think that all the pastors in the whole world went to this little fucking place and said, hey, let's write a doctrine, about what everybody's preaching, and that's just not what happened, So anyway, it's all bullshit. It's magic.
Yeah, man, it's crazy. And again, that's why I stick with those verses, Matthew 27:52 and 53, is because it goes straight to the heart of some shit that everybody knows is crazy as hell, and the Bible itself doesn't even really support that enough to try to back it up. And then on top of that, it's not part of the Old Testament, so it's like part of the new whatever. And usually when I throw that out there, I get the sense that Christians are like, they're claiming that they believe it, but I kind of feel like in their voices they're like, yeah, that's what happened.
Yeah, it's Pascal's wager.
Yeah, right.
Well, I'd rather believe it and have it not be true.
Yeah.
I mean, something's either true or it's not true.
Pascal.
Yeah. And
well, I've been around enough dead bodies to know they don't come back. And once they decompose and the brain shuts off, they're done. They're toast, and they're not coming back. And unless you believe in some sort of magic or whatever, which is insane, it's just not happening. You put them in the ground in like Bronze Age burial sites, which is basically in the dirt. Come on, man. Yeah, it's ridiculous. It's just not happening. It's just not happening.
When you talk about, you've seen dead people, Jonathan. I've watched my mother literally die on a daily basis, hourly basis for a year. Okay, and she was a good Christian woman, right? No, this is a while back. I've told this story before, but the pastor would come to the house, especially after my mother got to the point where she couldn't sit up. You know, we had to feed her and stuff like that, and he'd still shove that goddamn cracker in her mouth. You know, and put that fucking wine on her lips. And when she was in hospice, and the family went in there finally to say goodbye and everything, right? I was standing in the room. I was the only family member in the room because I was like executor or some shit after, you know, but I had to be in the room. He comes in there and he's like whispering in her ear and stuff like that, and he's got his full little black robe on and stuff, and he's doing the cross and shit. And I'm like, the lady doesn't. Yeah, and he's shoving the goddamn cracker in her mouth, putting that shit in her, you know, and I'm like, she doesn't even know where the fuck she's at, you know, and that just, you know, look. Matter of fact, the day of her funeral, I went to the church, but as soon as the organ music started at the beginning of the funeral, I left. I couldn't stand in there because I was so fucking pissed off about what was actually happening with this shit. That's another reason why I'm angry with, you know, they seem, oh, she's won a victory, you know, she fought for a year. Bullshit. She should have died, you know, and, you know, so, yeah.
No, you're right, dude. I hear you, bro. That's rough, man. That's rough. But, you know, I don't know. I am a little curious. I saw my uncle die in kind of a similar way, and yeah, he was a believer and stuff. And yeah, I have an issue with religion in politics. I have an issue with religion in public schools. I have an issue with the fact that I live in Tennessee, and part of our Constitution, Article 9, says that if you're an atheist, you can't hold elected public office. I have an issue with that.
People in your state want to put you to death.
Yeah, I know. But that being said, man, people ask me, hey, if religion gives people some peace, some personal peace, you know, then what's so wrong with it? I personally don't have an issue with people that keep it at home and, you know, it's part of their tool to help survive. So not depressed or whatever. But I can see where it would be a really screwed up situation if, you know, your mother is pretty much gone and they're still pushing their religion on her at the end. And that's pretty it's pretty rough, dude. And you know, I wonder, my mother is religious, okay? And she's getting towards the end there. And I'm going to have to go to a funeral, and I know how I feel about the afterlife or religion or whatever, and I don't believe in it. It's going to be weird. It's going to be weird, and I'm sure they're probably going to want me to, you know, get up behind the podium and say some things, and it's going to be weird. It's going to be a tap dance, you know.
Yeah, you can get up and say something, but you know you don't have to get all religious on it, you know.
Sorry about that. I was away for a while.
Yeah, but the people expect you to be religious about this. If you actually have to step up, your father just died, and you have to do the what do you call it in English? Eulogy, eulogy, right? And you have to step up, and you have to mention God in there. Otherwise, they will look at you and,
you know,
what's wrong with you? Why didn't you mention the great Jesus, the boy that died for your sins, and you?
I'm not going to. You know, I'll just talk about my mother's wonderful life and her giving spirit and how she cared and loved.
Yeah.
And remembrance of her, and just leave it at that, and let the chips fall where they may.
Yeah. People have asked me. They go, you know, if you don't believe in an afterlife, what do you believe in? And I said, I believe in, you know, what happens when you die? I said, people have memories. That's what you leave behind.
Right,
You
and
know?
that is what carries on. And for me personally, I don't so much care for an eternal afterlife. I care for the people that are still alive and are there, and we need to care about them. Sure, your mother died. That's really bad. I'm sorry.
And who wants to see a bunch of old dead relatives you didn't like to begin with?
Yeah, right. But
yeah, right, man. I got some that I don't want to ever see again. You're right. Oh, there you are! Yay! We get to spend forever with each other. Oh God!
And sing songs and continuously sing songs about Jesus.
Yay! Aren't you the sneaky uncle at 2 a.m. when I was 6? Great! Yeah.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, I'm still dealing with the people that are still alive, that are still around, and all of them. We all miss the person that has died. And it's really sad that he's gone. Or she's gone, or whatever. And now we try to work out how we can move on without him.
Right.
So the service is not for the dead person, it's for us. It's for the living persons, for us, for the people.
Yeah, coping.
Yeah, you're right. To cope with what's going on, and somehow religion fucks this up completely. I don't really know.
Hey, Sinus, where are you from? What part of the world?
I'm from Germany. I'm not religious. I have never been religious. I've been an atheist my entire life. However, my parents were Lutheran,
Go Lutherans. That's what I was.
Yeah.
Yeah, my family was that same shit, the Lutheran, evangelical Lutheran, like Michelle Bachmann. That's
Right.
My parents never were that crazy. They were not. I don't remember the right word. We were never evangelical, but we were Protestant.
Yeah.
My mother before. Go ahead.
Can I ask you guys a question?
Sure.
I want to refer to something that you were just talking about when I come back into the room. I'm sorry, I had to step out for a second. You know, and I hate to be really serious, but you know, the real world imposes itself, right? And
yeah, of course.
Can I ask you guys something?
Sure.
Go ahead. How do you deal with funerals?
Well, the most recent funeral.
No, let me finish. Let me finish.
Okay, go ahead.
Because my aunt's dying, and I've had to deal with my grandfather's funeral a couple months ago, and I really hated it when these assholes were singing their fucking Jeebus songs like he was going to do anything to help them, right? And my aunt is dying from fucking cancer.
I feel you, man. I do. I don't know exactly what you're going through right now, but I can definitely empathize with that because I went through a lot of similar feeling. I cried. I didn't know why I was crying, and I was losing my mother. I lost my sister years before that, but I got really angry for a long time. Matter of fact, that's how I got on YouTube and became originally the Oregon Atheist. Now I'm the Secular Lobster because I don't live in Oregon. I live in New England. But
what do you do with funerals, though, man? What do you do with funerals? Because I went to my grandfather's funeral 2 months ago, and there was this broad there. I did a video about it on my channel, man. There was this broad there. I mean, they were hired, I guess, by someone to do music for the thing. And the guy was okay, but the lady was just like, you know, everything was, the song she did was Jeebus this and Jeebus that, and it drove me fucking nuts. And I wanted to jump up in the middle of it and say, you know, what the fuck did Jeebus do for this guy, right? You know, like, fuck, I don't know.
Yeah, it's it's an individual thing, you know. Like I said, when the organ music started playing at my mother's service, they started playing what's that? Amazing Grace, and I find that song totally hideous. I think it's one of the most disgusting songs I ever heard. When I heard it on the organ, at first I was reserved that I was going to sit there, I was going to get up, and I was going to say something. I ended up just saying something in the end, but I had to leave because it just, if I didn't leave right then and take myself out of that situation, that I probably might make the 5 o'clock news that night. I was that angry. Yeah. Not that I was going to kill anybody or harm anybody, but I was that close to just standing up and call it bullshit.
Yeah, just think about that. You would actually stand up and say, "I did not like this.
Can I throw an opinion out there,
please?
Oh, yeah. Go ahead, Jonathan. If I could, man, I'd like to throw an opinion out there on your grandfather passing away, and then the funeral and all of that. I'm an atheist, and I've been through some funerals, and it's rough. But if I could throw a little twist, a different angle on this, obviously there were people at the funeral that actually cared for your grandfather. And these people were mourning, just like you were. They believe in a supernatural realm, some sort of thing afterwards, and a spirit, or whatever it takes to get them by with their loss. But look at this, all right? If your grandfather didn't have people around him that gave a crap about him, you wouldn't have to deal with that anyways.
You know what I find?
This is what makes this whole idea so.
Don't believe the same way you do, and they're trying to cope. They're trying to cope with their loss.
Yeah.
So my point is, they're coping with it the way they've been brainwashed or trained to do, because they actually cared about your grandfather. So that's the way they're dealing with it. So I mean, you would like to say, no, y'all are crazy. You're not dealing with this the right way. But you know what? If they didn't care about him, they wouldn't have been there in the first place. So, you kind of have to take a step back and go, all right, these delusional wackos actually gave a crap about my grandfather, and so they're very sad about it. So you kind of have to, grab that, and you just grab that and run with it and go, these people are dealing with it how they deal with it. They're sad. I'm sad. So, it is what it is.
Damn you, Jonathan.
They're not.
Yeah,
they're not insulting him.
Go ahead.
Sorry, go ahead.
Okay. You know what I find, to be very disturbing to me is the fact that, Christians on pretty much every chance that they get, they like to call us immoral. They like to call us monsters that have no morality in any way, shape, or form. But what bothers me the most about the whole situation is the fact that they are willing to sacrifice their own lives, if you will, to worship an imaginary homicidal, genocidal maniac. It's basically Dexter with superpowers,
Yeah.
And it's something that is beyond my comprehension. I don't understand why they have to do this. I don't, but it is the way it is.
Well, most of them don't dig deep enough into it to actually get a grip on it. And even if they do, they just disregard it because their main goal is to feel good, feel happy, and know that death isn't the end. So, anything that it takes to get to that point is what you're going to have to deal with.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I'd like to say thanks, Jonathan. I appreciate your thoughts. And all of you guys. I mean, you're right. But I'd like to clarify that this is in fact, in some ways, I was referring to the fact that the people that were hired to show up and play music at this funeral. The one person, the guy that was playing guitar, etc., was fine. I mean, he played a little bit of everything, and he was He was very good. He, whatever. At least he could carry a tune. The lady that was singing, like, absolutely every third word in the song that she was singing was Jesus. And I don't know, it just drove me crazy to sit there at a funeral for my grandfather and listen to this woman over there singing. Quite literally, it sounded like, Jesus, come to Jesus, everything is Jesus, Jesus will love you, Jesus. And
kind of like a creationist cat video. Sorry.
I almost wanted to jump up in the middle of this funeral and say, like, fuck off. What did your Jesus ever do to my grandfather but let him have a tune?
No, man, I mean, I told...
But you're right, though, and let me clarify. You're right, though, that I have compassion.
Bullshit.
Sorry, go ahead. Go ahead, Jonathan.
Well, you love your grandfather and you feel like he deserved more than some silly, made-up fucking bullshit. I understand that, but the majority of people, man, they just, that's what it takes for them to be able to do what they do and then go to work the next day without blowing their brains out, I guess.
Yeah.
Sucks.
Yeah, so if I may, at this point, how do you guys deal with that?
Well, for me, I can empathize with you too as well, because my mom passed away, I'd say about 3 years ago, and she was a Protestant. And when I was sitting there at her funeral, there was a couple of religious individuals there at her funeral, doing what they were doing. And at that particular moment, I couldn't help but feel an overwhelming amount of anger overcome me. I just wanted again to jump up from where I was sitting and say something about it, But out of respect for my mom and my family, I just kept still and kept my mouth shut. It's something that I didn't want to.
Yeah. I'm sorry if I bummed out people with this shit, but I had to ask.
Hey, man, you're more than welcome to talk about anything you want.
No, that's cool, dude. Straight up. Right on.
Isn't that the reality of it? And I'd like to make this point that, as an atheist, I don't buy that stuff, right? But I try to have compassion for people that, I realize, that gives comfort to people. And I try to take that into consideration. But, man, it's so fucking hard sometimes.
Yeah, it is.
It is. I tell you, man, look, it's hard to be an atheist, man, when you feel like that you know what's up and other people don't. But look at this, man. When people go to the doctor and they have an issue and they don't know what it is, but the doctor has been educated, and they go, okay, I got this thing on my arm, it's messed up, it hurts, blah, blah, blah. And the doctor goes, oh, yeah, we studied this. This is a blah, blah, blah. And here's what we need to do, and here's the medication you need to take. Well, the guy that goes in there with the problem statistical jerk because you have more knowledge than me, they're cool with that. But when it comes with the atheist thing, secular belief, they're like, you're just an asshole. But, I mean, it's all about science. It's about knowledge. The whole religious thing is such an emotional thing. It's just about emotions. It's all about emotions. And you know what? You can't really get into the discussion without causing some emotional crap, and you're gonna have arguments and whatever. And I don't mind getting into it, but as far as like a funeral goes, I'm not going there.
Yeah. I agree. That's why I got up and left. I figured I can still fight my battle, make my point, without, like I said, ending up on the 5 o'clock news. And it's something that I've had to learn. I've been to funerals before and got up and had done eulogies and said stuff about people without getting religious. I shared memories, times that we spent together, things that I, my opinions, and I
There's a
left
time
it
and a
at
place
that.
for everything.
Yeah. So
I'm not going to fart in an elevator, man.
God, I hope if you do, I hope I'm not there, man. Trust me.
Yeah, dude, because it's really, really bad, man.
Yeah, it's hard. It's never an easy thing to talk about. It's never an easy thing to get over. People grieve totally in different ways. By the time my mother died, I had already said goodbye to her. I was over. My grieving was over very soon after my mother died because I'd said goodbye to her like 3 months before she died. Because after that, because for the last few months of her life, she had no idea where the fuck she was, who the fuck she was. She knew who I was. I know that, but she knew very little else. So it's a hard it's a hard situation, dealing with that. It's emotional, like you said, and some people take religion with it, and it makes them feel better, but at the same time, I understand how you would have gotten pissed off,
man,
with the woman coming in there screaming Jesus and shit,
Yeah. Yeah. No, I appreciate your thoughts, guys. I'm sorry if I bummed anybody out with this.
No.
It's what it is, right? It's life. Yeah. If you can tell from the stash the gray in it, when you get to our stage, some of us, when we're getting to that age, man, you don't want to talk to anybody over 40 because it's like, fuck, you know what hurts? You know what hurts? You know who died today?
Yeah.
Fuck, it drives you nuts, right?
People start to realize their mortality.
Yeah.
And that's when it starts to hurt and bother them.
Well, I must tell you that I'm getting ready to hit 40.
I'm 55 years old.
Wait. Let me ask. Quiet. Did you say you're just about to hit 40?
Yeah, I'm getting pretty close to hitting 40.
Turn around so we can see behind those ears.
Show us your ass, Quiet.
No.
Is it wet back there? Is it wet back there?
No, it's pretty dry, I might add.
Oh, okay. You're still a puppy, though.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I just turned 18. I'm an 18-year-old girl. So
stand up and show us your
legally.
Well,
show us your tits, Quiet.
I'm only 22. How old are you, Sinus?
I just turned 150. I look pretty good.
Damn, 150. You're getting up there with Moses.
Oh,
I know. Yeah.
I'm 55, so.
Yeah, I'm 44.
Sucks.
Yeah, I just a couple of days ago I just turned 38.
Wow, you're a young buck. Show us your tits there, Quiet.
No.
Do you want to see my areolas?
No, thank you. Oh man. Yeah, I'm really glad that you guys are coming out here and talking with me tonight, man. And I again apologize for having a late show. I had to buy the kids dinner and I was trying to rush to get everything done.
No worries. And on that note, guys, I gotta go. I gotta work tomorrow. I appreciate you all. Appreciate your thoughts. Take care.
Peace. Be safe, Joseph.
Thank you for being on the Hangout.
Be safe.
We'll do it again sometime.
Peace out, bro.
Take care.
Yeah, well, guys, what do you say we hang this up for the night and we'll do it again sometime?
Oh, I'm still drinking.
All right, cool. Yeah, well, I drank all my beer, dude.
I'm gonna go try to find a Christian hangout. I feel like pissing somebody off tonight.
Wow, that's messed up. Really?
What?
Well, I'm pretty sure that I pissed a couple of people off because after I close this hangout, I'm gonna check the comment section.
Yeah. Well, I'm sure it's all good, man.
Hey,
All
quiet.
right, well, I'm gonna pass out, I guess.
You
All
gonna
right. What's up?
you gonna do another hangout?
Yeah, I'll probably do another one. When would you want to do another one sometime?
Yeah, sure. Matter of fact,
For real, dude.
This is true. I was actually last night when I was making that Rancam video, the little montage thing. I was thinking, I was like, man, I haven't really heard about the Quiet Atheist lately, you know, and because you don't always show up in my feed, and I was like, God, I wonder if he ever does hangouts. I'd like to be on a hangout with him.
Yeah.
And then today I saw this thing you were having one at 8, and I was like, wow, Jesus does answer prayers, you know. But
imagine that, huh?
Yeah, I even put it in my notebook, you know. But yeah, I don't go on some hangouts because, like I said, you know, and you can, I don't know, agree with me, and I'm sure you've seen people, you know, on YouTube that do this or Google, but I really get angry and frustrated with a lot of these pseudo-intellectuals on both sides, you know. You know, especially when it gets into the whole with that whole morality, you know, debate thing and stuff. And my whole issue on that was just fuck you, you know. Seriously, that was, you know, where do you get fuck you, you know. And so I kind of stayed out of that because if you've got to sit there and talk about why you don't think killing good people is wrong or something, or is murder ever right, or, you know, all this shit, you know, it's just some people take too many psychology classes in college, you know. So I enjoy hangouts like this, though, you know. It would have been nice to have a Christian in here so we could like barbecue him, but you know, that's just the kind of guy I am.
Well, you guys have a good night. Then I'll go ahead and shut this down, and then when I'm ready to have another hangout, I'll let you guys know.
Yeah, sure. We'll talk to you later, Quiet.
Yeah, dude.
Have a good evening.
Cool, dude. I'm out.
You have a good night and be safe, all of you.
Okay, take it easy.
All right. Bye.